Yo guys, and welcome back to this new stream here on the channel. And on today's stream we're going to discuss the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market, because yes, today we do have to go once again over quite a lot of important things here. Of course, Bitcoin since yesterday evening where we were live here, basically nothing really changed here because we're once again trading back on those ranges here. So in today's video we're going to talk once again about the most crucial levels Bitcoin has to be holding on right now here. I do see a certain amount of patterns right now forming out here on the cryptocurrency market. So in today's stream we're going to go over these patterns. We're going to go and discuss what we currently can see here on the 30-minute time frame, on the 1 hour time frame, 4 hour, and so further on, of course. So yeah, quite a lot of things to discuss here as well. We're going to go over Ethereum, your favorite crypto projects, of course, over Cosmos and Cardano, because yeah, Cardano is really taking the fight towards the next level right now here. And a lot of people are asking us right now here, what do you think about Cardano? Is Cardano a bad or good buy right now here? We're once again going to, of course, reevaluate it. It's not so hard to say what you should be doing with Cardano right now, but I will be, of course, explaining everything in today's stream here. So guys, make sure to wrap up your seatbelts and fasten your seatbelts, because yeah, today is going to be once again be a very exciting day. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and let's dive right away in towards the content. So let's start off with going in towards the lower time frames for Bitcoin. So right now in front of your screen, we're looking to the Bitcoin 30-minute chart. And the reason that I start with the Bitcoin 30-minute chart here is because it looks to be that Bitcoin is really forming a lower high trajectory here, like you can clearly see on the market. So lower high is getting formed on the market on the 30-minute time frame. And while we're doing so, Bitcoin is as well forming a higher low structure. So Bitcoin is currently for sure really squeezing its price action in towards an apex. What we can currently experiencing is that we are forming lower highs, higher lows, of course, and that's basically the signal of a consolidation pattern. And of course that we're going to see a massive breakout anytime soon here, as soon as we're going to be failing to hold on either towards the lower side or the top side, of course, because yeah, if we're going to be breaking lower, we're going to for sure going to see, of course, a lower low getting formed. And if we're going to be breaking higher from this point, this is going to be resulting in Bitcoin forming a higher high. So on the 30-minute time frame, it looks to be that we're forming a consolidation pattern. This one will be breaking out anytime soon here. Of course, it will be breaking out today. So make sure to keep your eyes wide open right now here. It's going to be quite an exciting journey, of course. On the very imminent short term, if you're going to look to the 15-minute time frame, you can clearly see Bitcoin has been forming a higher low trajectory, and of course it looks to be that we're right now coming down a little bit further on. So hopefully Bitcoin is going to still hold on towards this this higher low structure on the 15-minute candles, but so far it looks to be Bitcoin is already coming down a little bit further from this point. So yeah, levels we're going to be watching are once again going to be this $56,000 range here. And of course, as soon as we're going to be finding some support on that level, that will be, of course, truly amazing to see here. So what is the 1 hour candles currently telling us? What have we been seeing here significantly on the chart getting formed here? So like you can see over here, and this is, of course, a little bit incorrect route here. So what you can currently see here on the 1 hour candles, let me get it to the 1 hour candles. You can clearly see Bitcoin has been trading against this horizontal range for quite a while right now. So Bitcoin, like you can clearly see in front of your eyes here, we have been looking towards this chart yesterday as well. Bitcoin has been finding very critical support on the higher ranges, and of course the lower side of horizontal support is every single time providing support. And of course this is on the 1 hour candles for Bitcoin, and you can clearly see we have been discussing it several times here. This level around the 56.3k, 56.2k is of course our horizontal level of support, and this level has been showing us quite a lot of bounces, and of course this level has been performing, of course, as previous resistance flipped into support. And right now, yeah, you can clearly see this level providing quite a lot of touches, and every single time we do touch this level, we tend to, of course, shoot up back towards the upside. But what I do want to be saying to you guys out there right now here is that, yeah, the more times we're going to retest this significant level of resistance, the more likely it is going to be that we're going to be as well breaking it. So yeah, support getting retested quite a lot here, and of course the more times you're retesting it, the more likely it is that you're going to be breaking it. And of course, if we do see this level getting broken, we do have this CME gap below us, what we could be anticipating to get filled here. Of course, the fill is, of course, right to 54.4k, what is, of course, still quite a big of a free fall towards the lower side, because from the current time of recording, this could be, of course, another 3.3% correction in the market, but could be, of course, quite significant for the cryptocurrency market right now here. So yeah, for the Bitcoin 1 hour charts, we are going to keep our eyes wide open, that we're going to be holding up this horizontal range. What we can see as well over here on this market is that we still has been forming lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs on the 1 hour candle. So even though we have been seeing, of course, the lower high trajectory getting formed here on the 30-minute time frame, we can clearly as well see it on the 1 hour time frame getting formed there. So yeah, we can clearly see we are forming a downward slope resistance line, and this resistance line is so far providing us every single time rejections on the market. So yeah, what is going to be crucial for Bitcoin to, of course, continue its trend here back towards the upside, it is of course going to be this continuation towards the upside, and it's going to be of course this breakthrough of this downward sloping resistance line. But of course, to really determine on where Bitcoin is heading towards, I should be for sure of course look at the 30-minute time frame, because that will be giving us a little bit of a better view. Because yeah, as soon as we do see either resistance getting broken or support, we are going to be really calling for the direction that Bitcoin is heading towards on the imminent short term, of course. So yeah, that's the thing I'm still waiting for as well. What we can see here, I do have quite a lot of patterns, so we could be like right now looking at here for the 4 hourly time frame. So Bitcoin on the 4 hourly time frame, like you can see in front of your screen right now, forming a symmetrical triangle. Of course, this is a bearish pattern that we're forming, because what you can clearly see, Bitcoin has been trading in a downtrend, and if you're trading in a downtrend and you're forming such a consolidation pattern, it usually tends to as well break towards the downside, of course. So yeah, this is of course a little bit more of a bearish bias scenario that we can currently see here. And of course, if Bitcoin, once again going to say it, is going to fail to hold on towards the lower range here, we're going to look at the lower targets. And of course, if you're wondering what is going to be a price target of this bearish pattern, it's going to be, of course, the 50.8k here. And personally, I do think if we're going to come down, we're going to form a major wick on the lower side. And it's going to be quite exciting where we are heading towards from the point. But of course, Bitcoin can still do either, go to either direction. If it does break the top side of resistance, and of course, you can clearly see on the lower side already, we got like 3 touch points over here. So 3 touch points on the lower side. And of course, as well on the top side, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we see quite enough of a significance getting added towards this level, and this level provided us 6 times the resistance on the top side, 3 times support on the lower side. And the reason why I say these numbers here is because the more touches you're getting on such a significant symmetrical triangle, the more significant it will be as well on the point of the breakout. So right now we do see quite a lot of touch points. If we're going to be aiming for a price target, it's going to be this 9.9% move here. What is going to be quite lovely to see here, of course. So it's going to be suggesting a 5,000 and $748 move towards the upside. What could be bringing Bitcoin all the way up here towards the 64k target? What is going to be basically meeting this horizontal high range here of resistance and support is going to be the level that we're then going to be aiming for on the top side for Bitcoin. So yeah, this is going to be quite exciting where we could be heading towards from that point. I'm personally looking very much forward towards how this is going to be playing out, but personally I do expect this level is going to get reached here as soon as Bitcoin does break the top side of resistance. But of course, I always say, guys, I mean, I don't want to be right away anticipate the scenario. I will be only anticipate this scenario towards the upside as soon as Bitcoin does break the top side of resistance. But of course, guys, some people maybe say it's impossible, but what I always say here is that if it's impossible, it's just an opinion, and everything is possible as well in crypto. So please don't think that this could not be happening. Because some people are still extremely bearish on the market. I personally think if I'm going to look to some other charts while I'm about to go in towards, you definitely have to have different opinions on the market to, of course, then adapt about what the market is going to do, and that's going to be your scenario that you're going to be anticipating, of course. So hold the vision and trust the process is what I would be saying to you guys out there. So hold your vision and trust the process of Bitcoin, because I personally believe in the process of Bitcoin, that it is going to be, of course, bring us a generational wealth towards our pockets, of course. So, of course, 4 hourly candles on a horizontal scale still looks as well quite good here, in my opinion. The horizontal chart on Bitcoin on an over here on the 4 hourly time frame, of course, still forming this this inevitable head and shoulder scenario. You can clearly see we're forming a left shoulder, we're forming a head over there, and right now we're forming this right shoulder on the right side. And this, of course, looking particularly lovely, and I definitely can't wait to see how this is going to be playing out right now and where we could be heading towards from this point. I can't wait to see how it's going to be playing out here. Personally, I'm very excited about what we can be expecting from this point here. But it does look like a very clear head and shoulder scenario, and the reason why I'm saying so is because the left shoulder is on the exact same place of the right shoulder. You can see clearly this horizontal range for Bitcoin holding up the price action. What we want to be seeing right now here on the coming hours ahead of ourselves here is because Bitcoin looks to be right now finding really a bottom, and personally I do think the volatility is once again going to turn up, just like we saw 2 days ago, of course, here towards the upside. But yeah, oh, we're getting support of the nation as well from Member for Life. Okay, look at Send. Of course, I will be checking Send as soon as I'm done with my Bitcoin analysis. So Member for Life, I will be going over it in a moment from now on. So yeah, it's definitely very exciting what we do have over here. This is definitely very exciting what we do see over here, but I will be going over cent in a second here, remember, for live. So yeah, Bitcoin, what we're seeing basically in the 4-hourly time frame is of course a logarithmic formed, lower logarithmic formed, afterwards a higher logarithmic formed with a horizontal resistance line on the top side. So yeah, what we will be saying here, as soon as we do break the horizontal top side here, this is a continuation from Bitcoin. As soon as we do break the horizontal support line that we're running trading on, this is going to result for a continuation down for Bitcoin. So yeah, it's going to be quite excited about where we're heading towards right now. And I definitely think it's going to be pretty exciting times that we do right now have here. Do you think GXS will continue up here? We're going to as well discuss in a second from now on. So yeah, Bitcoin does look quite strong here on the 4-hourly candles in my opinion. I do definitely think we could be going for this continuation up here as soon as we do see yeah, Bitcoin of course show some more volatility towards the higher range and of course break the orange line, orange box on the top side. This is going to lead towards a massive continuation towards the upside for Bitcoin. So that's the thing that I'm currently waiting for, and that's the thing that I would love to see, of course, on the market getting played out here. While Bitcoin, of course, as well, is moving up right now a little bit here. We're going to as well to go over some other stuff here. So Bitcoin on 4-hourly time frame of the parallel channel, of course, we saw a minor fake out on the top side before, and I don't know what happened with this chart here, but it used to stand like this here. So yeah, you can clearly see over here, Bitcoin finding rejection on the top side. So let's see where it is heading towards right now from this point. So downward slope resist line. Top side, of course, saw a major fake out. Came down back towards the horizontal range on the 4-hourly time frame. And yeah, right now we want to be seeing another breakout. And of course, the reason that we did saw a fake out of this level, in my opinion, was because the stock market is really freaking out at that point, dragging Bitcoin and all cryptocurrencies with it once again towards the downside. So yeah, pretty excited about where we're standing right now. But it looks particularly good right here, to be very honest, on this chart. So yeah, very exciting daily time frame. Not a lot of things have been changing here since yesterday and the day before. We have been seeing the breakdown here, the breakout, I should say, of the RSI trend over here. So that's of course respectively a little bit more bullish. Personally, I do still expect as well continuation to be seen over here from this point. So far there's not a lot of things that have been happening, and we have been not really going exponential towards the upside yet here. That I personally think is going to be just a matter of time here, that we're going to be flipping bullish again. And of course, what I will be saying here, as soon as Bitcoin does break above this 50 range on the RSI, so basically this middle range here, this middle band, let me make it a clear line here, right? So let me make it a clear color. Let me make it orange for a second here to make it a little bit more clear for you guys out there. So yeah, you can clearly see in this middle line here of the market here, of the RSI. Yeah, if you're going to be trading above of that range here, yeah, we're going to see, of course, a more continuation towards the upside, because basically if you're trading above the 50 on the RSI index, it does usually shows you that you are, of course, in an yeah, more of a bullish bias period, and that's of course a thing that I would like to see, of course, getting started here for Bitcoin. So I'm looking forward towards where we could be heading towards from this point. I personally do think as soon as we do break above this range here in the middle, this is going to be, of course, having a more bullish effect as well for the Bitcoin daily chart. So Bitcoin really needs to curve back up towards higher ranges over here. So far today, we are flipping again into the green here. We're still coming down, and we're still in a downtrend here on the daily time frame. As well on the 4-hourly time frame, we're still in a downtrend, still forming lower highs. As soon as we do shift that structure, we could be in for further continuation up here. But as long as we're not flipping that structure yet, yeah, this is going to be leaning towards more bearish bias structures on the market right now here. So that's the thing that you should be as well look forward towards. Of course, if we're going to look to the Bitcoin weekly chart on the total crypto market cap, so quickly weekly recap, of course, what we do have on this market. Looks to be that Bitcoin is, of course, continuously growing and growing and growing in its market capitalization. There's more money flowing towards the market the whole time here. So yeah, I mean, what I should say here is that with Bitcoin, how it works here, you basically play with the trend here. And if you're going to look to the trend on Bitcoin, to the total market cap, you do see that the trend is our friend until it ends here. And so far, the trend has not been ending, and we have been seeing a significant amount of course, money flowing in towards the market in the past few weeks here. And so far, this looks to be a very, very, very good time to be accumulating here. And of course, if something is important enough, and even the odds are stacked against you, you should still do it. And that's, of course, for sure for Bitcoin as well. So I'm looking forward towards what Bitcoin is going to do. I personally do think it's going to be leading towards an even further continuation. And of course, we're right now looking for the road to 10 trillion market cap. I personally think the 10 trillion market capitalization is going to come for Bitcoin. Is it going to happen in 2022? I think it will, because 2022 is going to go down most likely in history books as the most craziest year ever in the financial world here, in my opinion. I think 2022 is going to be a crazy year. So please prepare yourself as well for a crazy year right now ahead of us. And of course, once I'm talking about a crazy year, I'm not talking about Bitcoin only going up, but I do think that the whole financial situation will be maybe collapsing here. And that's the reason why Bitcoin will be inevitably rising eventually, in my opinion. Because the financial situation is effed. Bitcoin will be eventually keep rising towards the upside. So are you sick of red? It's still a bull market. That's exactly what I mean, Dylan Heat. So indeed, we're in a bull market, and I always say in a bull market, dips are meant for buying. So indeed, we are having a minor market dip right now, and I personally would say the dips over here are meant for buying. So let me real quickly as well, before going further into our chart here, go towards the US 500 here. And let me go towards the 30-minute time frame from yesterday. So yesterday we were looking at the US 500 here, and you can see clearly the S&P 500 yesterday bounced back up higher, but still Bitcoin is having a little bit of a harder job of it. But like you can see over here, the S&P 500 looks to be yesterday forming its bottom over here, and that's of course particularly good for Bitcoin right now here, because I like to look at what the stock market is right now telling us. Is the stock market looking good? Is the stock market looking bad? And to be honest, if I'm seeing this structure, W getting formed, breakout towards the upside, retesting it several times here, flipping this level again into support. This does look, of course, quite good for Bitcoin right now here, and I'm pretty excited about what we do have as well for this market right now. So yeah, the US 500 is looking particularly strong right now here. It is looking very strong and very good right here. You can see we are forming maybe a downside resistance line and an upper support line from the lows, of course. But that's the thing that we could be later look at, of course. But yeah, right now, S&P 500 is indeed bouncing back towards higher ranges. We're still forming a lower high on the market. So we're still definitely in a downtrend, of course. In order to see this downtrend getting shifted, we do need to see, of course, higher highs getting formed there. But I personally think that the stock market is, of course, maybe it's not bottomed out yet here, but it's either very close to be bottoming out. So that's, of course, getting me particularly excited right now. And that's the thing that I will be still for sure keep my eyes wide open on, of course. The dollar index, of course, the reason why Bitcoin is well having a little bit of a harder time right now is coming up massively. The dollar index, of course, is shooting up over here towards the upside. I definitely can't wait to see what we're going to get from up this point here. We can clearly see dollar index is rising towards the upside right now here, and we can clearly see that we're trying to be finding back towards the previous highs over here. So I would love to see dollar index coming down again, because that could be having a wider positive effect on Bitcoin, because like you can see, yeah, dollar index increased for the past 2 hours, and of course Bitcoin is down for the past 3 to 2 hours right now here. So yeah, that's pretty unfortunate to see. So hopefully dollar index could be having a little bit of a harder time, but that's of course a thing that we can't change anything about. We just have to wait and see how it's going to be reacting. And of course, it's pretty weird the dollar index is increasing, right? So let me see as well, if we're going to look at the dollar index and we're going to look at the 1 hour trend lines, you can clearly see trend line here on the dollar index is right now approaching resistance. We have not officially touched it yet, but we are coming very close by reaching resistance here on the dollar index. This could be maybe provided some resistance, and of course, if the dollar index is going to see a further continuation towards the downside, a further continuation towards the lower targets, that is going to result in, of course, the dollar index taking a little bit of a bigger hit. And of course, if the dollar index is going to keep continuously going down here, this will be having a wider positive effect on Bitcoin. So yeah, that's the thing that I look forward towards, and hopefully we can see the dollar index indeed coming down from this point, because yeah, on the recent hours it has been significantly pumping towards the upside. And if we could be finally get this big reversal on the higher time frames here, like the weekly time frame, that is of course going to close in 15 hours from now on, because yeah, apparently it closes here on Friday. But yeah, the weekly time frame is about to close over here, and of course if we could see another rejection from this level, it's going to be having as well still this positive effect on the market. What I would like to see, of course, getting enabled here, because yeah, I would like to see dollar index coming a little bit down here, because it will be helping Bitcoin in this continuation of the trend towards the upside. So yeah, very important to look at. But right now it's just a waiting game to see what is going to be playing out right here. It looks to be, of course, coming down pretty hard from its high here. It's still forming lower high trajectories, like you can see over here. So let's see how it's going to be enabling its trend from up this point right now here. So as well, before going into Cent and your favorite altcoins, real quickly going to wrap up the fast on Ethereum. So we of course discuss Ethereum and Bitcoin in depth, of course, with you guys out there on the channel. What are we seeing right now with Ethereum? Ethereum, of course, running in towards a very strong level of horizontal resistance on the top side, like you can see over here. Got us rejected. On the 1 hour time frame, we're in a diminishing high structure, like you can see over here. Discussed it several times. Diminishing high structure together with a bearish divergence that we create along the way up here. We came down. And right now we're talking, we're trading on, of course, these lower ranges. Of course, the range that we're right now trading on is the previous resistance, support, resistance, support range what we're right now trading on. So yeah, Bitcoin so far very strongly bouncing up this range here. 4,562 US dollars is the level that we're right now trading on. This is of course so far providing a very strong job and a very strong supportive bounce from up this range here. I'm definitely looking forward towards where we could be heading towards from this level. What I will be saying to you guys out there, and what I will be saying to you guys out there as well, is that Ethereum is right now in a very strong trend here. And I personally do think that Ethereum is looking way stronger against Bitcoin right now. We're going to as well go into the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin chart. But if you look to this chart, you can clearly see Ethereum already shifted its trend on the 4-hourly time frame. Because yeah, Ethereum was in a downtrend over here. Lower highs were getting formed on the market. And then we said, of course, this higher high over here. So Ethereum broke its downward sloping 4-hourly trend in towards an uptrend again. And that is, of course, having this positive effect on the market. Because yeah, if you do break a downtrend, and you're going to form a higher high than the previous highs over there in the market, it's going to be having a wider positive effect on the market as well, what we can currently see, because we formed a higher high versus well forming a higher low in the market, and this of course resulting as well in this continuation towards the upside indeed. So Ethereum is looking particularly strong here. Higher lows getting formed currently, higher highs getting formed. And personally, I do think that this trend is going to get continued, and especially in uptrends, you know, where dips are meant to be for buying. So of course, everyone's maybe asking me right now, is Ethereum a good buy right now? And if I say risk to reward for the coming day ahead of ourselves, it's a very good buy here, because I personally think, of course, Ethereum can come up and then come down very quickly. We never know what's going to be happening. But for this time over here, I do expect, we're going to see continuation towards the upside, because the trend is your friend till it ends, and the trend looks particularly strong here. And of course, if the Ethereum price actually is going to come down, we do have quite a lot of support below us. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about it, where we could be heading towards from this point, and 4,560 US dollars is going to be for sure a very strong level of support that we could be right now aiming for. So yeah, looking forward towards where we could be heading towards from this range here. But Ethereum is for sure looking very strong here. So I'm looking forward towards what we could be getting over here, but as well, another supportive donation coming in here from Mr. Mogul. So thank you for supportive donation, of course, on the channel. I'm definitely looking forward towards what we can be discussing for that. And let me see what you're saying. Mr. Mogul, the king. Hello, Rover, King Rover. Please check out Rune for me, brother. Mr. Mogul, the great. I will be going over Sand and Rune in a second. Because yeah, I first want to be finishing up the thoughts on Ethereum. And as soon as I did so, I will be going over Rune and Sent, of course, as well for Member for Life. So definitely very lovely. Definitely very lovely. So let's see what we could be having for Ethereum as well. Let me real quickly go over the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin valuation. Of course, we do know Ethereum compared to Bitcoin as well broke its downtrend. You can clearly see over here. In terms of the highs, I mean, to be honest, in terms of the highs over here, we have been not forming a high than the previous high over there. But what we can see over here, in terms of these highs over here, we have been forming a higher high. So yeah, Ethereum forming lower high, higher high getting formed to the market. So we're definitely shifted our trend towards the upside over here. So that's of course definitely very lovely to see what we did got over there, to be honest. What we as well see here for Ethereum compared to Bitcoin is that, of course, what we can see here clearly, lower high, higher high getting formed as well. Downward sloping resistance line getting formed here with 3 significant resistance touch points, like you can see over here. So we can clearly see, yeah, rejections formed along the way down here. That's, of course, pretty interesting to see, of course, on the market. Afterwards, Mr. Mogul once again sending a super chat, so thank you so much for your super chat, of course. How's it going? It's going very well, man. So yeah, what you can currently see here is as well, we broke the downtrend here on the daily time frame. Since we did break the downtrend, we have been seeing a significant continuation towards the upside here on Ethereum compared to Bitcoin pair. Since of that point, of course, as well, we're watching on the daily time frame for this bull flex scenario in the middle. This bull flex scenario had this continuation towards the upside of this price target here around the 0.08444, and of course that price target was of course the 10% surge from the point of the breakout of the resist line, and from the current time of recording, this is another 4% price target to go for. So yeah, looking forward towards where we could be heading towards from at this point. And I definitely think that Ethereum is going to show us a way stronger continuation since we broke the downtrend as well. If you're going to be approaching it differently, like this symmetrical triangle over here, you can clearly see this is going to be having most likely a very strong continuation towards the upside. And Ethereum is definitely picking up the strength once again against Bitcoin as well. I did read an article, and this article was about the research that claims Ethereum is a superior store of value to Bitcoin. So the report highlighted that the recent update from the London hard fork, the EIP 1559, as a tool for making Ethereum deflationary. Of course, Ethereum is not deflationary yet, but it is more, it's burning like 50% of its total supply that is coming towards the market. So yeah, indeed, it's helping to start making Ethereum deflationary, but the merge update will be making Ethereum completely deflationary. So so they're saying the London Hartford is making Ethereum as a cryptocurrency a potential better store of value than Bitcoin. So what they basically see here and what they basically talk about here is that, yeah, of course, Ethereum already burned 118, Ethereum currently have 118 million total supply, and of course if we look to the total burned tokens, it's already 1.1 million. So yeah, quite a lot of Ethereum's already got burned here according towards this site, of course, and that's of course quite interesting, of course. So annually, the rate of Ethereum creation since the London Hartford upgrade has been expected increase in a total Ethereum supply of only 0.98% here, being less than the half of the 1.99%. So yeah, it has less supply growth than Bitcoin, what is already making it more scarce and already making it a more interesting asset. And of course, we are as well talking about the update that is going to come out here. And of course, the update for Ethereum, what will be even make it deflationary, is going to be really making the difference for Ethereum. So is Ethereum going to be a better store of value for Bitcoin in the coming years ahead of ourselves? Because Bitcoin has 2% supply growth a year, and Ethereum is going to be having minus 2.4% supply growth a year. So a 4.4% advantage in terms of supply. It's pretty interesting what we are going to be having here. So is Ethereum is going to be, by the way, the first world currency reserve, the first world currency that's going to be deflationary. Of course, there are some other meme coins that are deflationary, but Ethereum is going to be the biggest asset out there of the whole world that is a deflationary asset. So pretty interesting that we do have over here for Ethereum. Of course, I have been saying it several times before. I do think that 2022 can be the year that Ethereum is going to flip Bitcoin. I think some people maybe think it sounds silly, that I think it is very likely to expect that Ethereum is going to be flipping Bitcoin, because you know why? Ethereum is going to become very deflationary. What is going to be having a very positive effect on the market, will be driving a lot of FOMO, and eventually Ethereum could be having a better store of value. And of course, what I as well say here, if you want to be investing in metaverse tokens, or if you want to be investing into different crypto assets, buying Ethereum is an average buy of all the cryptos that you're buying in the range here. So Ethereum is very important to get exposed to in your portfolio. If you're not exposed to Ethereum yet here, it's definitely a big mistake that you're making as well. For a long-term investment, I've been warning all my family, all my friends for it. Of course, they are for quite a while already in Ethereum. But Ethereum is, of course, a very good long-term investment, especially if you're going to be right now making an investment with yourself, right? You're going to invest a certain amount of money. You're going to say, I'm going to be investing $10,000 or it depends on your financial situation, but you're investing a certain amount of Ethereum, a certain amount of money into Ethereum. Hold on your Ethereum for the coming 5 to 10 years, because that will create you life-changing wealth. I think that Ethereum can give you life-changing wealth if you're going to at least hold it for the coming 5 years ahead of yourself right now. So take that as in consideration. Ethereum is a very good asset, and someone is saying here, I think Ethereum is going to be 100% flip it. I agree, it's just a matter of time when. Of course, in 2017, the same thoughts and talkings were there as well about Ethereum flipping Bitcoin. But right now, at 2017, the fundamentals for Ethereum were not ready for the flipping yet here. But of course, as soon as that merge comes out, and the fundamentally speaking, Ethereum will be trading at an all-time high here, because as soon as the merge comes out here, it will become deflationary, etc. We will be having, of course, smart contracts, more smart contracts, and we will be having wait, let me go over what of course Vitalik is all working on right now here, right? Vitalik, I'm so bad with with writing names here. I think he's well shared over, it's well shared over here. So yeah, you can see over here. Vitalik, yeah. So you can see over here basically what they're planning on, and then what they're basically working on right now. Of course, the first upgrade that's going to come will be the merge. Of course, the merge will be basically no more proof of work, and of course, it will be basically long-term extras. It will be helping for single. It will be, of course, allowing single shot confirmations. It will be better signature aggregation and single secret leader allocation as well. The search will be coming afterwards. What is going to be as well very excited what they're going to be adding, of course. And of course, we're first going to be focusing ourselves on the merge update. But Ethereum is definitely not done with their updates that are going to come. Of course, the updates take quite a long time. Yes, it takes, let's say, 6 months, maybe longer, before the next update then locks in here and comes out, of course. But as soon as an Ethereum update comes here, and what you know here in the background, Ethereum is just working on so much updates here, and the network is becoming so much better, and still so many people underestimate what Ethereum can do and what Ethereum will become here, of course, in the future. So Ethereum is a coin that you should hold. If you're not holding Ethereum, I think you have an irresponsible portfolio, because basically buying Ethereum will be getting you exposed to all kinds of cryptocurrencies here on the market. So please take that in consideration. I think Ethereum can eventually flip Bitcoin, but let's right now talk a little bit about some other terms here. They already delayed the merge to early 2022 summer. Early 2000. I mean, they first of all, the merge would have been coming out in Q4 2021. That was the first date. Then they delayed it towards Q1 2022 here. Let me see what they delayed it once again here. I think I did read about it, that it is going to come out in Q1 2021. So they first planned it on November the 17th, but that one got delayed, and then they said it's going to be delayed towards Q1 2021. So 2022, excuse me. So yeah, right now I still see over here on my on the site when I read about this article that Q1 2022 will be the merge update. So let's see what we could be having here. Oh, I read it over here as well. The merge update could be maybe delayed towards May. I see it. I read it over here in May, early summer. So yeah, maybe the merge update could be even drawn back further on. And of course, we do know, but like the London hard fork upgrade got delayed for a year. The London hard fork upgrade, guys, for everyone who doesn't know it, these Ethereum updates, they make promises that they're going to be delivering it at that time, and it usually always gets, yeah, of course, gets pushed back, of course, right? So definitely for Ethereum, maybe the merge is going to not come out to Q1 here, and maybe it's going to come out end Q2. Could be as well possible. So of course, we do know that they're pushing back these updates every single time here. So I mean, Ethereum is not a short-term investment. If you're going to be buying into Ethereum, it's a longer-term investment. So please don't be too afraid for that here. I think Ethereum will be eventually, or still push up here. Maybe you have to wait 3 months longer, of course, but eventually Ethereum is going to be a very good hodl. So yeah, of course, they're going to be probably pushing it back even further, of course. So pretty unfortunate, of course, to see so. But these are the things that we have been seeing here. Of course, let me look at Sand right now for Member for Life, and give me a real quick second, by the way. So Sand, what we do have for Sand. So Sand, of course, pretty interesting what we have here. Member for Life, of course, wanted to check here on Sand. Sand, of course, basically right now consolidating. Sandbox is consolidating. It's trading in the sideways action phase. It's of course forming lower side support, top side resistance. It can be for sure. I've been warning you guys several times before. It can be for sure still breakout towards the upside, but as soon as we are going to do so, this coin Sandbox is going to create a massive amount of bearish virtues, like you can see over here, because the momentum on the daily time frame has been cooling off drastically. Momentum on the 4-hourly candles has been cooling off drastically, and what we're going to see, if Sandbox is going to increase towards highs, is that most likely going to come down very quickly afterwards. If it's going to be breaking down, it's most likely going to see a lot of sideways action. I do think that Sandbox is going to be seeing a lot of sideways action, and not anymore 100 or 200% surge or 30% surge a day here. Could be still play out, of course, but yeah, I do think that Sandbox is, of course, relatively high already, and it could be seeing some more sideways accumulation. We're right now going to wait towards which direction we're breaking towards. Breaking towards the upside is going to be allowing us to see some more bullishness on the imminent short term. Breakout towards the downside is going to be allowing us to see more bearishness in the imminent short term. So very excited what we do have over here. And Mr. Mogul's right away asking as well, did you already done Rune? I had to feed my baby. No, we're going to go into Rune afterwards here, man. So please give me a second. We'll be going over Rune in a moment from now on. So yeah, Sandbox definitely in a sideways accumulation phase here right now, in a consolidation pattern, I should say. So yeah, pretty interesting what we do right now see for Sandbox. $6.53 is the level that we're right now trading on. And we're right now going to just wait to see which direction we're heading towards, because yeah, we could not really do more than just wait and see towards which direction we're going to break towards. But of course, as soon as we do break either direction, we're going to see an imminent volatility shock, of course, towards either direction. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward towards where we could be heading towards from this point or sandbox. So let me real quickly look at the Rune here, because yeah, yesterday you've been accumulating Rune around these higher ranges. Of course, Rune of course came down a little bit since yesterday, and of course that was also a thing that we were a little bit afraid for. So let me see what you were saying here. Please check Rune. Of course, Rune not really changed a lot since yesterday. Yesterday we were trading on these ranges over here, and of course what I did said about Rune over here is that like it was too big of a risk for me to hold it around that range here, because my best accumulation range, and I will be still say it to you guys out there, is for Rune around the green line here. The green line is going to be for sure by far the best accumulation range for Rune. You can clearly see higher low structure getting formed there. As soon as we get another touch on the lower side, that could be maybe the effect, and that could be maybe adding the view towards we are going to be seeing a further continuation towards the upside. So I'm looking forward towards what Rune is going to be doing from this point. So far it is bouncing back on the imminent short term. So yeah, I'm very curious about what we can see currently. We can see as well, if we're going to look to the 1 hour candles, first of all, we can clearly see lower highs getting formed on this market. What we can see as well in Rune is that we are forming, of course, lower lows as well. So we're basically trading in a downtrend. That's of course pretty important to recognize right now. Rune is very hard to right now say what it's exactly going to do, because it's just going sideways for quite a while here. It has been bouncing off these lower ranges basically over here, like you can see. So you can see over here, these lower ranges has been providing several times support and resistance over here, of course. So yeah, this could be a very strong horizontal range where we could be bouncing from, and maybe we're just trading in this accumulation phase between the top side of resistance and the lower side of support. So yeah, I'm looking forward towards where Rune is heading towards. Is Rune a bad buy for the coming, let's say, 2 or 3 months ahead of ourselves? No, I don't think so. I think, of course, if we're zooming out, Rune is a very good buy. In the short term, could Rune still see the 9.6 or 9.7 US dollars getting reached? Yes, I do think it's going to be very likely. It came as well down from the $16 all the way down here. So yeah, maybe we have to wait a little bit longer for our accumulation. But yeah, definitely very excited what we do at over here. I personally do see this as a sideways accumulation phase, just like Bitcoin is currently seeing so, right? So Bitcoin as well, in similar structures over here, it's going sideways, of course, seeing some fake outs on the lower side, top side. But for sure, this is, of course, in the scenario that you could be right now looking at. And of course, a bounce on the 4-hour support line on the lower side is going to be pretty likely to expect right now here for Rune. Of course, if we're going to look at some momentum indicators, we don't see any bullish or bearish divergence right now, to be honest, playing out here as well. On the 4-hourly candles, we're seeing for sure still lots of momentum getting formed. So no, not a lot of things to discuss right now outside of that, of course. So yeah, pretty interesting. So is Litecoin a good buy we're right now having? I mean, personally, Litecoin is not a bad buy at all, but I'm not really a fan of it, because I don't think that Litecoin is going to bring me the returns that I'm waiting for, that I'm for, of course, here in the market. So yeah, everyone has their own opinion about Litecoin. Like you can see, Litecoin has been in a very long period of consolidation on a weekly time frame, and I can't wait to see where it is heading towards, of course, but I just don't think that it is going to be the best buying opportunity you have there in the market. So Mr. McGall, of course, absolutely spamming the chat like crazy. Thank you for support donation. So member for life is well saying, can GXS go up here? So I don't know about this. I don't know about this token here. Of course, GXS. Whoa! Can it go up? Can it continue going up? I mean, for sure, it can continue going up here. But if you're very smart, if you're a very smart boy, and if you are always taking risk management in consideration, you can clearly see over here. First of all, we're forming diminishing highs. Second of all, what we're seeing as well in this market is that we're forming a huge momentum loss here on the RSI. So RSI is using huge momentum. Price action keeps continuously going up here. Be careful with that. Be very, very careful with that, because this clearly shows you there is a major risk by holding to this token right now here. Can it continuously going up here? Yes, it can. But it just rises already 612%. And 612% is quite a lot here. 612% is quite a lot for a rise. So many wallets are in profit right now. It is forming a diminishing high structure. It's forming a bearish divergence on the 1-hour candles. 4-hourly candles as well, losing massive momentum on the continuation down here. I think it's irresponsible to really expect it's going to see a continuation up here. Of course, it's not even listed on TradingView. I can't see it on TradingView. So let me see. GXChain. Maybe it is listed on TradingView. It's pretty crazy what it did, right? It's pretty crazy. So I think, yeah, can it continuously going up? Yes, it can. Is it a low market cap? Yes, it is. It's pretty risky. It's pretty risky in my opinion. So Mr. McGall saying, Hilario, I am the king of my home and the world. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's pretty very cool, of course. So yeah, thank you for your Canadian dollars, of course. So very, very excited what we do see over here, but I personally do think, can it go up? Yes, for sure, it can continuously going up here. Is it worth the risk to take? No, I don't think so. Is the good buyer zone over here? No. Are you already holding it? It's pretty decent then at that point, but I should be very careful with that, of course. So pretty cool here. But let me as well go over Cardano. Let me quickly check up on Cardano. So Miss McGaw is saying, Caleb, the only thing broke here is your apps. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, but pretty cool, of course. But I do like the music, of course, that you bring towards the chat, towards the stream, of course. So yeah, what we can see with Cardano, I think Cardano, have been saying it several times here, is a better risk to reward buy right now. Here, you're buying into a falling bull flag scenario over here. This, of course, looks particularly lovely over here, to be very honest. So Cardano is definitely a coin you should be starting to be looking at, in my opinion. Cardano coming down pretty quickly, of course, in terms of kind of a coin is the good project to buy in. Yes, I should for sure say yes. Can it see a very significant continuation from this point? Yes, I do think so. I think Cardano could be seeing a very, very significant increase in from up here on. Is it a good risk to reward buy? Yes, I do think so as well. Yeah, can it continuously going down for another few days? Yes, it can for sure. But is it likely to expect a bounce back anytime soon from these ranges right here? Yes, we respectively do think yes. It's very likely to assume that Cardano is going to see a further continuation from this range high here, of course. So yeah, I'm looking forward towards where we could be heading towards from this point. Definitely think it's very exciting. We'll see where we're heading towards. Of course, as soon as we do break the top side of resistance, it's going to be game on for Cardano, and Cardano could be seeing literally a 100% surge from this point. So yeah, I'm looking forward towards where we could be heading towards from this point here. So as well, a question mark, Atom Cosmos breakout. We'll be checking Cosmos as well in a second from now on. So yeah, it's looking particularly good here for Cardano, in my opinion, and I do not think it's a bad buy at all here around this range. Of course, you could be maybe in a little bit more of a loss here for the coming days still ahead of us. But that should not be really driving you, in my opinion, right now here. So yeah, pretty interesting that we do have over here. And I'm looking forward towards what we could be getting on this market right now here in the current time of recording for Cardano. So quickly checking over on Bitcoin. Bitcoin not doing anything special, of course, coming down again from the 30-minute candle. Guys, we're still waiting for the consolidation breakout on Bitcoin. But before getting into Cosmos and, of course, into your favorite project as well, Cryptocurrencies, etc., top 10 coins, Cardano, etc. Don't forget to slap up that like button, guys. Don't forget to do so. We'll be truly appreciated. If you're right now going to slap up that subscribe button, we'll be truly appreciated. So, guys, make sure to go in towards the below the video and, of course, slap up that like button. We'll be truly appreciated if you're going to do so. Yeah, let's go further in towards the content, but let's go for 300 likes at least. I see we're watching with 800 of you guys out there, and I think we can easily reach the 300 likes right now here, guys. So yeah, we'll be truly appreciated if we can slap it up here. So you're asking about a Cosmos breakout question mark explanation mark. So what we're seeing right now with Cosmos, we have been talking about Cosmos as well several times before. Cosmos was, of course, forming these bullish divergence on the daily time frame. Together, what we were seeing on Cosmos is, of course, this horizontal neckline, this horizontal range on the top side getting formed here. So you can see horizontal resistance getting found on the higher ranges. Over here as well, resistance getting found on the higher ranges. And right now, this previous resistance level did flipped into support, of course. So yeah, this is looking particularly good what we do have on this market. And I definitely can't wait to see what we are going to be having here for the Cosmos price action. So yeah, we can clearly see lower side here flipping into support. So previous resistance. Flipping into support over here. So yeah, it's looking particularly good what we do have over here. So yeah, I'm pretty excited what we do have here for Anthem. Cosmos, of course, $30 already, a pretty significant push up back towards the upside. We can clearly see that you can be approaching Cosmos as well into a higher low trajectory. Like you can see over here, we can clearly see like Cosmos is an higher low getting formed on the market. And this does clearly look like, of course, a W structure that you're forming on this market over here. So yeah, I'm very excited about how this is going to be playing out most likely. But yeah, most likely we're going to see continuation towards the upside getting formed from this range high. And personally, I do as well really expect to see a continuation from this point here. So $30 is the level right now trading on. Of course, Cosmos on a bigger scale is still trading in a downtrend like you can see over here. So looks to be maybe already breaking this downtrend. We'll be not approaching it yet here. So maybe after this 4-hourly candle close, we could be seeing a confirmation of the breakthrough of the downtrend. So it's going to be quite exciting on how this is going to be playing out right now here. But personally, yeah, do really expect we're going to see a further continuation up from this point. So yeah, just have to wait and see how it's going to be playing out right now. But this does look, of course, quite exciting what we do have on this market. So What are we having? Let me quickly check on this one. Yes, everything is looking good. So yeah, this is looking particularly good right now for Cosmos over here. As soon as we do break this as soon as we do close this 4-hourly candle as well here, this is most likely going to as well result in a continuation further on here towards the higher ranges most likely. So that's pretty excited. But yeah, still, eventually what you want to be seeing on this market is that we're going to close on high above the highs over here, because yeah, this was the previously market high here. And as soon as Cosmos is going to close 4-hourly candle above the previous market high, yeah, you're really confirming a trend reversal, because as well, what you can see on the daily time frame, the daily time frame still in a downtrend. You want to be seeing a high getting closed above the 32 US dollars basically. As soon as we do see, so yeah, we could be then aim for a continuation towards the upside from up that point here. So yeah, I'm looking forward towards what we could be getting over here. Of course, this is as well a resistance range here. Previously, we found support on it. Previously, we got rejected by this range. So yeah, take this as well in consideration. But is it really breaking out? Yeah, it is indeed breaking out towards the upside. It is pushing up pretty quickly. But we're about to approach resistance, what is going to be quite crucial to break on the daily time frame. So take that in consideration. So Nathan as well donating to the channel, you're saying, can you check MTF here, website and chart, please? I will be not going necessarily off the website here. I don't know. It depends on how big of a market cap coin it is. It's a very low market cap coin, so I'm not going to go over all these details because yeah, that's basically a free promotion. But about such kind of small projects here, so I'm not going to necessarily go over that, because with lower market caps I will be very careful, because yeah, sometimes some people can be buying into these projects, but could be of course extremely risky, because some lower market cap coins could be of course rug pulls, etc. So I'm not saying it's a rug pull whatsoever, but I mean, be careful with it, with lower market capitalization coins, because yeah, I learned from my mistakes. But of course, what we can clearly see over this coin, previous resistance of course getting found over here right at this level, so far holding us up very well here. So I'm definitely looking forward towards how it's going to be playing out right now here. Personally do see this level going to be providing a lot of support along the way here. I think this is going to be a range that's going to be providing us a lot of support here. You can clearly see the previous autumn high right now flipping into support. I think it's a very likely place to be accumulating, and of course a very likely place to expect a further continuation off here. But yeah, as well, taking consideration, we've been now right now trading in a downtrend, lower high, lower high, lower high getting formed. We have been for sure coming down pretty quickly here towards the lower sides here. As well, horizontal range over here, clearly can see we are finding support on the horizontal range here, and of course as long as we're holding up towards this green box over here, yeah, we could be looking for a further continuation towards the upside from this point. So that's for sure a thing I am right now looking forward towards, and I would like to see of course this level getting holding up. As soon as we do fail to hold on towards this level, yeah, it's going to be for sure go in an even further continuation down here. What targets you could be then aim for is going to be targets around the 0.9 cents, of course. So yeah, could be of course go ahead for a very significant correction down here as soon as we're going to see the market breaking this horizontal high over here. So it's going to be quite important to hold on towards it. But what I do want to be say here is, like you can see over here clearly, several times we retest this level already. The more times you're going to get a retest of a certain level, the more likely it is that you're going to be as well breaking it towards the downside. So the more retests you're getting, the more careful I should start to get as well. So please take that as well in consideration. And let's see what we're going to be having from up that point for that one over here. So yeah, looking forward towards what we could be getting over here. But personally, I should be very careful always. So let me see. Do you also sleep? Yes, I do sleep. I think like every single person, I do sleep as well. Morpheus network, we're quickly going to check it up here. Let me see if I do have like a different chart here. Coin, maybe more information. Bittrex, maybe. Yeah, Bittrex, more information. So Morpheus network, pretty interesting token, of course. Still as well in this consolidation range right now here. You can clearly see this was the previous autumn high. We broke above it, but still Morpheus network is like in a sideways action period over here. You can clearly see support getting found here, resistance getting found over here, support getting found, resistance getting found, support getting found as well in this range over here. So Morpheus network, of course, had been talking about it as well. I think this is a very good underlying gem on the market right now. I think this is a coin that you could be comparing as well towards the possibilities what it could be doing here in terms of price action towards like VeChain. It's in very early stages. I think it could be having a very significant increase from this point. Of course, yesterday I talked about it, and this is one of my gems that I've been talking about with several people here. I've been like talking with Jordan about this one here, and of course, yeah, we do think this is a very good coin to be looking at right now here. It's only 1 out of 50. I mean, it's already 1 out of 50 million market cap, of course. So of course, a steady 1 million volume a day. So that's pretty nice to see here. But for sure, this is a very exciting project that we do have over here, trading on $3.60 currently. So yeah, pretty excited. We do see this horizontal range every single time getting bought up here. So that is of course lovely to see here. Lovely to see this horizontal range getting holding up here. So yeah, let's see how it's going to be playing out over here. Of course, what we can clearly see on Morpheus network is that we are forming a very strong upper stomach support line. So as soon as Morpheus network is going to come back towards these levels over here of the horizontal support line, do think this down chart is going to be bouncing very strongly off this level. I personally can't wait to see, of course, Morpheus network bouncing off this level. Of course, we tested it already twice here, and of course, it resulted in particularly big wicks on the lower side getting formed there. So definitely can't wait for it right now. In terms of accumulation, you're buying for sure at the lower ranges instead of the higher range around to $5. So yeah, volatility could be as well turn up on this token. Last time around, it moved up with the 1300%, but I'm very curious about what Morpheus network is going to do right now. And I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin starts to continue its rally up again, because basically Morpheus network came down because of Bitcoin came down here from the beginning of November, halfway point of November, right? So Bitcoin came down, Morpheus network came down here. If Bitcoin rallies like a September, October, you can see Morpheus network rallies literally 300% towards the upside, approximately 200% towards the upside, I mean. So that's pretty crazy that we did got over there. Of course, in the market low, if you accumulated over there, you could have literally made, of course, a 1000% gain here. I personally think, yeah, the gains are particularly high right now on Morpheus network, what we could get over there from the point. So I'm looking forward towards it. And sending this going towards $10 or even beyond is going to be most likely very, very, very likely to be expecting from this range here. So yeah, pretty exciting times right now as well. We're quickly going to go over Pluton. Pluton, of course, doing as well pretty good job here. Pluton, of course, moving up a particularly rapid pace. Yesterday we came down with a pretty significant red candle, of course, so that's of course a little bit more unfortunate to see, but still Pluton is in a very significant uptrend, and of course we have been seeing these red candles along the way here. The Pluton keeps continuously growing and growing and shooting further up towards that $13 $14 target right now here. So yeah, I'm looking forward towards to break and retest the high over there. The Pluton is of course currently experiencing a massive rally, and of course a more exponential rally, just like we saw last time around here. And of course, if you don't know how exponential rallies end here, they are of course with massive gains around the corner. So I'm looking forward towards Pluton, where it is heading towards from this point here, but it is so far looking particularly good here. So let me see, if the dollar is pumping, Bitcoin goes down. That's true. That's already a thing that we did new here on the channel, of course. Yeah, previous hour around here, we did retest this down some resist line. So yeah, the dollar index, of course, in a particularly rise here right now. And of course, we just a moment ago, we retested the top side of resistance once again for the dollar index. So that is particularly exciting and particularly interesting what we did get over there on the market. So hopefully we could see the dollar index still go for a rejection from this point, because if the dollar index is going to come down here, it's going to be having a wider positive effect on Bitcoin. But Bitcoin right now is well coming down towards the lower ranges of the symmetrical triangle. So of course on Bitcoin we still have like another $200 US to go here towards our horizontal target here, where I do want to be seeing the market eventually bounce from off, of course. So guys, don't forget to as well slap up the like button here on the stream. We'll be truly appreciate if you're going to do so over here. So yeah, we can be going further towards the content. I see right now we're only 8 likes away before smashing up towards 250 likes here, guys. We'll be truly appreciated if you're going to snap it up towards the like target here. If you haven't already, of course, make sure to slap up the like button right now. Of course, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel as well, don't forget to do so, because today we want to be going for the 70.8k subscribers. And if we can reach that today, it will be, of course, truly amazing target here. 70.8k, guys. We're moving up every single day, closer and closer towards that 100k target, and it will be truly appreciated if you're going to become one of them here. So that's right now just run in towards as well the Crypto.com price section. Some people are of course saying in the chat here, Crypto.com symmetrical triangle right now getting formed here. So if we're going to remove all the triangles for a second, indeed we can see Crypto.com is been forming some kind of a consolidation pattern. Of course, I mean, I wouldn't be really clearly say we're right now forming a symmetrical triangle, because if you're going to be approaching a symmetrical triangle, I mean, I can say it, but you already broke down of it. So it's not a symmetrical triangle forming anymore. No, it already formed a symmetrical triangle, and it already broke down of the symmetrical triangle. So that's pretty interesting to see, of course. Yeah, what you can clearly see over here is that we are finding a rejection on the top side, lower side, and we broke down, tested this level, came down further on. So yeah, pretty important to see the symmetrical triangle continuing the way and the trend of Crypto.com right in towards the downside, where I would like to see, of course, Crypto.com coming back towards higher ranges, of course, where we could be already expecting Crypto.com to retrace back towards. It's going to be this range high over here. Of course, this range high is going to be a very strong level of support that we could be aiming for. Of course, there are a lot of several levels below us as well that are most likely going to be providing very strong support, like the range over here of the 40 cents here, 41 cents. So yeah, Crypto.com could be still experiencing, of course, a very significant pullback. I'm very curious about what it's going to do here. Is it going to create another significant leg up here? Yeah, it would be lovely, especially if like Cryptocurrencies once again are going to be announcing, they're going to be doing some big token burns. Excuse me. If they're going to do some big token burns here on like Crypto.com, it's going to be quite exciting about what they could be getting from that point here. Because yeah, if you don't know what Crypto.com did over here, the reason that Crypto.com spiked so quickly, literally, let me see. This was a 1 hour candle at that time here. Why Crypto.com spiked 150% in 1 hour is because they burned 20 billion tokens, or 20 billion tokens, if I say correctly. Yeah, like 20 billion tokens they burnt or so. So that was pretty crazy. Or 2 billion. It was at least quite a big of amount of tokens that they did burnt on the market. So hopefully they are going to do more of these burns. Because that's going to be having a wider positive effect on this market here. I would definitely love to see so. Of course, Crypto.com is still the world's fastest growing cryptocurrency exchange and cryptocurrency app. So definitely very excited. More than 10 million users already, and of course growing like crazy. They have their own debit card, of course, and they have all kinds of stuff here, and they have a DeFi wallet where you can earn interest on. They are of course growing so quickly, and it's crazy how big the company is becoming, of course, and they have an insurance coverage of $750 million US. So that's definitely lovely to see here. But the Crypto.com is going to be a very exciting project that we're currently trading with. So I'm looking forward towards it. For 17 billion market cap. I'm hodling this token for quite a while already. Is it too late to hodl this token? Is the question that maybe the majority of the people right now is asking us, and I will say no, it's not too late to hodl this token. I mean, this token is a lovely token to be hodling, and I will be keep hodling my Crypto.com tokens as well here in the future. I think still it's going to be earning its spot in the top 10 here, maybe still in December. So wouldn't be surprised if Crypto.com is going to do some crazy stuff with another token burn, because they know how to market this kind of stuff, you know. So it's definitely very exciting about what they're doing and what they're going to be doing here in the coming days, in the coming months ahead of ourselves here. So Crypto.com is definitely not bad long-term investment, especially because you're buying it towards a company that has a long-term commitment, and together you're buying towards a company that is the fastest growing crypto company out there right now. So yeah, definitely very exciting to see it. And of course, some people are saying Casa will take over. Of course, that Casa is not a cryptocurrency exchange here, so in terms of exchange and the companies, is the Crypto.com will be for sure be very big here. But in terms of the payments wise that they're implementing, yeah, Casa could be for sure taking over, of course. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what they are going to be doing here. But yeah, I don't think it's a bad project. Crypto.com is a very good project in general. They're sponsoring all kinds of programs, and it's just very exciting here. It's just very, very exciting what Crypto.com is, of course, doing. It's such a big of a company, and it's turning real crypto towards these normal use cases. Like as well, they're bringing Crypto.com towards Formula One. They're bringing Crypto.com towards NBA and all kinds of stuff, you know. And they're making special. I know that Crypto.com is going to be making special NFTs soon, and of course, these are some rumors. And of course, this is of course a rumor, so please, it's not necessarily confirmed. But the come with Formula One is of course particularly big here. Crypto.com is the title, not title sponsor, but the main event sponsor, so a particularly big sponsor of the Formula One. So it's a Formula One partner, I should say. Mr. Mogul, thank you for super chat, of course. But Crypto.com is going to become as well, make special, like in the NBA, they're right now making NFTs of special moments in the NBA. And they're going to do as well from special overtakes in Formula One. Crypto.com will be making NFTs of it, because yeah, Crypto.com has their own mainnet where they're launching where they're literally making NFTs on, etc., etc. So they're going to be most likely some NFTs coming out around special overtakes on Bitcoin. On Formula One. So it's going to be quite exciting. So make sure to check that out here. And it's going to be pretty exciting. It's going to be pretty damn exciting, in my opinion, what Crypto.com is going to do from that point here. So looking good, looking very, very good. So Bitcoin, 30 more minutes still, it's going to close its candle right now here on the 1 hour candles. So by the way, it's moving already a little bit back up here on the 30-minute time frame. It came down with a big wick. But yeah, not a lot of special things playing out, to be honest, right now for Bitcoin on the current time of recording. Please go over Solana. So let's go over Solana. So Solana, once again, continuously rising towards the upside, And by the way, was I just looking to the wrong time frame on Crypto.com? I think so, yes. No, I was not looking at. I was looking at the wrong time frame. So that's so bad from me. I was looking to the 6 hour time frame. So yeah, if we're going to look at Crypto.com, it basically is still a symmetrical triangle, but it already broke down as well. So yeah, pretty unfortunate to see so. But indeed, we were looking to the wrong time frame over there for a second. So let me go into Solana. I was looking at the 6-hour time frame. That's my bad. But let's look at Solana. Of course, Solana retested the all-time high here. You can clearly see we were forming a critical downward slope resistance line from the highs. This downward slope resistance line got broken. Since then, we saw a continuation towards the upside for Solana. You can clearly see over here resistance getting found over there, supported over here as well several times. So previous all-time high flipping into very strong support, and since then we saw a continuation towards the upside. So I'm looking forward towards what we could be getting from that point here. Hopefully we could be seeing a further continuation towards the upside from that point getting generated. What Solana is right now as well doing is that it is of course forming this lower high trajectory over here, forming a higher high over there. So I'm very curious about what we could be seeing from that point here. So lower high is going to form higher high over here. This trend is most likely going to continue towards the upside once again from this point, because Solana is shifting its trend on the daily time frame. So yeah, Solana is looking particularly good here. Do not see all too bearish price action, to be honest, right now playing out here on Solana. I personally do see and expect a further continuation up from this point. Maybe of course Solana could be once again from this point in higher low structure, and then of course continuously grow from that point. So a pullback is good for Solana right now. As long as it's not going to be a pullback with a lower low in the market, right? So if it's going to then form a lower low, it's going to be bearish, but as long as it's going to be forming a high low in this market, it's going to be, of course, confirming its uptrend, and it's most likely going to continue its way up here towards higher ranges here. So this is, of course, definitely going to be very lovely to see. So, but so far, yeah, Solana set a higher high than the previous high over here. So it's going to be having a bullish effect on this market right now here. So I'm looking very much forward towards where we could be heading towards from this point. But then as well, I've not discussed Cardano yet here. Let me go a little bit over Cardano. So Cardano yesterday moved up pretty quickly, right? So Cardano yesterday, basically we saw the announcement for Cardano coming out here, because Cardano was announcing their DEX testnet going to get launched here on the 5th of December. So this Sunday, in 2 days from now on, they announced, of course, they're going to be launching their DEX. So that's going to be pretty exciting about what we're currently going to be experiencing. So $1.66 is going to be the target for Cardano right now on the chart here. Sorry, that's the level that Cardano is running trading on. Cardano, of course, came down particularly quickly in this rally down here. Of course, like we all know, Cardano came down pretty quickly from $2 all the way down here towards $1.46 here. Of course, right now it shoot up, but it is already coming down particularly quickly again. So let's see what we're going to have. We failed to hold on towards this previous resistance range, flipped into support over here, fell below it right away, rejected this once again. Pretty unfortunate to see for Cardano. Would love to see this level flipping into support, but unfortunately we were not able to do so. Right now Cardano is continuing its way and continuing its trend here back towards the downside as well. So let's see what we're going to be getting from up that point. Of course, hopefully this could be still lead for a continuation up towards Cardano. But as long as Cardano is forming, of course, this lower high trend right now, once again on the 1 hour candles, is most likely going to come down a little bit further. But yeah, as soon as Sunday swap comes officially out here, probably end of December, what I read here, 25th of December, which is Christmas, it's going to be having a positive effect here on Cardano. Cardano is most likely, once that DEX is going to get launched here, a lot of those projects are going to be listed over there, and it's going to be bringing a lot of hype towards the network, and it's going to be really kick up the hype cycle again here. So far what we can see with Cardano is that like Cardano has been forming a higher low, right, on the market. So since we have been forming these higher lows on the market, we have been continuously growing towards the upside. What you want to be seeing with Cardano right now is still that's going to be, let's say, retrace back towards the $1.60 here. Hold up the $1.60. As soon as we are holding up the $1.60 range, it's going to be bullish for Cardano. Because yeah, there's a previous resistance range that you do want to be holding on towards, of course. If we do fail to hold on towards the level, we're going to for sure see continuation further down from this point. So take that as well in consideration. Of course, if we're looking to the daily time frame, yeah, we have been seeing a particularly significant continuation towards the upside, but as well, that is because we were retesting very crucial zones for Solana. We were seeing very crucial zones for Solana getting retested. We were seeing the $1.50 getting retested for the Cardano price section. $1.50 is, of course, like you can see in front of your screen, this green box over here, and this green box has been really showing us several times before that it can be providing us very strong support, of course, on the market. So definitely very excited about what we could be having over here. Personally, I do think it's a very strong accumulation range for Cardano. For Cardano, it's a very simple story. The more we're going to go down, the more I will be buying, because I think Cardano is a little bit right now overhated. Some people are hating on Cardano out of nowhere. Personally, I do see Cardano as a very good accumulation in terms of low risk buy for high rewards here. So I like to be buying into into low risk here. And of course, what we can see clearly over here, it's definitely allowing us to be buying in towards a low risk here. So what I always say here is like investing your dreams grind now and shine later. So investing in your dreams here is of course also what for me here is that is investing in crypto. I like to invest my money into crypto, and of course I think that Cardano is definitely in a good risk to reward buy right now here. And yeah, that's definitely very exciting what we do have over here. So someone is once again saying, Rover, don't you sleep? And I always say, guys, hustlers don't sleep, they nap. So yeah, of course I do sleep here, but I do sleep. Let me see what we have. What we see. What are your favorite MetaMask coins? I mean, there's so many MetaMask coins. I mean, Ethereum is as well MetaMask, you know. So I do have a lot of MetaMask favorite coins here. I have a lot of coins that I do like here. People will hate it who missed out on it. I mean, I love it as well because Cardano literally made me in 100x in 2 years time. In 2 years time, it made me a 100x. So yeah, Cardano made myself, of course, a fortune. I literally love Cardano. The market is so boring, is what Ben Koss is saying. I mean, yeah, to be honest, market is indeed pretty boring right now in the recent hours. We've been not seeing a lot of volatility over here, so I would love to see, of course, some more volatility turning up on the market. But so far, indeed, market has been very boring. Market is still in this consolidation phase here, and we're still waiting for these big moves to be enabling here, getting enabled on the market. What I definitely would love to see finally getting happening for Bitcoin, of course. So yeah, can't wait to see what's going to be happening. But we do see the market volatility turning up, especially once the stock market is opening. Yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty curious what we're going to have today. Unfortunately, today in the afternoons. In the afternoon, I'm not going to be able to live stream. So if there's going to be a move in this afternoon, I will be not able to go live here because I have to. I have some appointments to go towards. But tonight I can still stream if there's going to be something happening over here. Let me see. Hyped for the race weekend or not? I'm very hyped for the race weekend, man. It's coming very close right now. It's coming very, very close. So I'm pretty hyped for it. Don't forget about my payment. Hey Rover, what about your Yo Guys indicator? It's not going to be Yo Guys indicator. It's going to be Rover Trends V1. It's going to not be payments. There's not going to be payments attached towards the indicator. So please. I wish I could have Rover's voice on my GPS. I mean, maybe I have to start investing my money into GPS. GPS voice. Let me see. This is actually my favorite crypto channel. I love to sit here in the morning and drink my coffee. I mean, that's lovely to hear. Lovely to hear. And guys, by the way, if you're down there, don't forget to slap up the like button. It would be truly appreciated if you're going to slap it up right now here. Man, in 2017, we had FOMO that was much bigger than now. And of course, I explained it several times here on the market, but still, yet people don't understand here. If we're going to look to let's say the new addresses that are coming towards the market, and if you're looking to 2017, the FOMO was way bigger because we were seeing a large inflow of new wallets coming, right? So you can see in front of your screen right now, these are basically the number of new addresses, and of course with a moving average, 7-day moving average. So the average new addresses a week here were 666,000 new addresses. So you can see over here in the beginning of once we smashed through the all-time high, so in January 2021, just we're setting new all-time highs every single day basically. Yeah, we were forming the next all-time high. Of course, not the all-time high of 2017, because 2017 was the retail FOMO pump. Because that is what I also say here. Like this time around, it's all different. It's not the retailers that are really buying all into Bitcoin. It's not the retailers that are all buying and scooping up the Bitcoin. No, it are the institutions, because the retail FOMO has not started. Because these normal retailers are not having the FOMO yet here. You know when the FOMO starts for the retailers? As soon as Bitcoin does break the 100K, because then they think, oh, Bitcoin smashed through 100K. It's probably going to go beyond. It's going to go towards 1 million, because as soon as Bitcoin does break 100K, everyone's going to say on the internet, Bitcoin to 1 million, you know? So the real big Bitcoin FOMO is not started yet. And you can see it clearly on the number of new addresses, because there are not a lot of new number of addresses flowing in here. There's not a lot of new players stepping in towards the market right now. We're standing on very low stages. So less people, not a lot of people are interested in their cryptocurrency holdings right now. People are not interested in it, and there are not a lot of new people stepping in towards the market. And of course, that's good. Maybe you say it's bad, but I say it's good. You know why it's good that there are not a lot of new people stepping in towards this market? because it allows us to accumulate for a more fair price. We're right now getting the allowance to buy into our Bitcoin where there is not a lot of FOMO yet here. So I should for sure try to be benefiting from it. Some people that say we're in a bull market up is not likely, because once I do see the active addresses spiking towards the upside, towards a new all-time high, of course, that is maybe a time I can say, okay, right now we are at an FOMO top here, because the FOMO is way too big here, the greed is way too big in the market. That is maybe a time for a pullback. But of course, we have been not seeing that spike yet here. We've been not seeing that new address spike here of all new kinds of people stepping in towards crypto. Of course, we do see a lot of new players are stepping into crypto, right? For sure true, especially after the crash here on the pandemic crash, of course, over here. You can clearly see we stepped in a lot of new wallets stepped in here on the market, but right now it's down massively. There's so less interest. Well, we are right now trading and still against all-time highs, right? So I definitely don't think it makes any sense right now. We're trading so low, but this of course allows us to be accumulating more Bitcoin at a more fair price, right? So I love it. I definitely can't wait to see what we're going to have here, and I definitely think it's a good time to be accumulating as well. What you can see over here, the number of active addresses. So this is not number of new addresses, but the number of active addresses. Is this at an all-time high? No, it's not at an all-time high. Of course, while Bitcoin was trading here at all-time highs, it was trading on these high ranges. This was, of course, for sure a signal that gave us, okay, we want to be a little bit more cautious. But what can we see right now? We're not at these high stages yet here. I think you can compare these stages over here with these ranges over here on the market, right? So you see this high getting formed, then we come low, but the market still continuously setting higher highs, but not really the FOMO is there yet. And then out of nowhere, the FOMO shoots in towards the market. So as soon as Bitcoin is going to break above the 70 towards, I think as soon as Bitcoin does break above the 80K, I think the FOMO is really going to start here. Because as soon as Bitcoin does break above the 80,000 US dollars, it's really going to be a period that people are going to wake up and they think, oh, freaking hell, we're so close towards that 100K. I don't want to be missing out here. I want to be buying before. So the FOMO is for sure yet to start still. And of course, because Bitcoin is moving up in such a, not a rapid pace like it did in 2017, but Bitcoin is moving up in a healthy pace. This is definitely a healthy market structure, what you can see over here. And of course, if we're going to be bouncing back towards the highs, we're going to get another correction. You know what everyone's going to say? Oh, it's just another one. And then we could be maybe coming down, of course, you know? So, I mean, Bitcoin is moving up in a very healthy pace here. It's definitely nothing bad by accumulating Bitcoin right now here. You're buying still at a pretty fair price over here. You can clearly see number of active addresses. We're not trading at all-time highs, so the risk is most certainly not extremely high right now. So, buying at these ranges over here, definitely worth the risk, in my opinion. I've said it several times, definitely worth the risk that that we're seeing right now. There's not a big amounts of FOMO yet on this market. And of course, as soon as the FOMO does turn in here, it's going to be showing you, okay, there's going to be a lot of FOMO here. So I'm definitely looking forward towards that one, how it's going to be playing out here. As well, number of transactions particularly low still. Let me see what we do have over here. What do I see another interesting chart that we could be talking about? Median transaction fees is not really interesting to talk about, to be honest. But yeah, we do see a lot of things here happening in the background, of course, as well. The addresses, of course, what we can see as well with addresses that are holding more than 10 Bitcoins, guys. You can see this has been distributing over the years. But let me go back to, let's say, the 2017 targets. And right now, what you can see over here, we have been seeing a lot of distribution from the players with more than 10 Bitcoins right here. We have been seeing a lot of distribution in all-time highs, because that is always what happens. If Bitcoin smash all-time highs here, these people with more than 10 Bitcoins, so not pretty bills, but bigger players in the market starts to be distributing. And right now, what you can see here, since the market low here in July, we have been starting to see a rapid increase in valuation. So there has been more interest for people that are holding more than 10 Bitcoin. So they're very interested on accumulating Bitcoin again. As well, if we're going to look to the addresses with more than 100 Bitcoin on it, you can clearly see this one has been always standing for quite a while low here, especially since the drop off here in August 2018, we drop off massively here. Of course, a major distribution from whales with more than 100 Bitcoin on our accounts there. But you can see right now here, since the market low here, we have been seeing a massive increasement again. We have been seeing an uptrend getting started with the wallets with more than 100 Bitcoin. So they're starting to become more interested in Bitcoin. Of course, towards the 10K wallets, you can see as well, these are, of course, not a lot. Only 91 wallets here in the cryptocurrency market has more than 10k Bitcoin on it, and right now, literally on the drop off here. Let me zoom in a little bit here, guys. Literally on the drop off over here, so you can see clearly. So we do see not a lot of volatility on the chart here. We do see a lot of distribution accumulation on the chart here, but you can clearly see here, over here on the drop off, while Bitcoin was trading on the approximately 57k here, we saw the total wallets with holding more than 10k Bitcoins shooting up from 87 towards 91 here. So there came 4 more wallets, 40,000 Bitcoin getting bought up here. So very interesting what we do see over here, and of course very exciting to look at. Of course, if we're going to look at address with more than 0.01 Bitcoin, look at this, and this once again shows you, you can see clearly the people that are right now stepping out of the market. The people that were holding less than 0.01 Bitcoin are, sorry, more than people that are holding more than 0.01 Bitcoin are right now going out of the market. You can see the small players came out of the market. Approximately a distribution from 63,000 wallets with holding more than 0.01 Bitcoin came out, and they're right now holding less than 0.01 Bitcoin, of course. So pretty interesting. So you can clearly see who are stepping out on the market right now. And of course, you know what's funny? Those retailers that are right now selling off, because these are most likely retailers. These low balance accounts here, the accounts that are holding more than 0.1 Bitcoin are most likely retailers. And you can see it right now on the right side of your screen here. They are literally selling off in the dip. They're selling off their Bitcoins in the dip here. Of course, there were 3.3 million, and right now there's only 3.2 million, of course. So 3.2, approximately 20,000 retailers sold off here in the dip here. So that is pretty unfortunate to see here, of course, as well, with retailers that holding more than 1 Bitcoin. So this is basically, once again, shows you the fear in the market. Basically the fear that we got in the market sold off as well. So that's pretty unfortunate to see. I mean, pretty fortunate to see, because we are on the right side, right? So Bitcoin, by the way, starts to be shooting up here. So that's absolutely lovely to see here. So this really deserves an, oh yeah, of course, on the market. So yeah, pretty exciting. But we can clearly see, if we're going to look at the just very simple things, well, we can just read what the whales are doing, right? We can just see what the smart money is doing and what the dumb money is doing, and they are distributing. So that's a very exciting what we do see over here on the market, of course. And I think it's definitely time to be starting to get a little bit more bullish here. Of course, you can see the big wallets are accumulating, and the smaller wallets are distributing. So yeah, you can decide whatever you do right now here, but I'm personally going to be benefiting from these times here. Let me see what is going on here in the chat, guys. Let me know what's going on here in the chat. So Bitcoin, of course, indeed starts to be curving up a little bit here. Not very significant bump, of course. It's a minor move up, of course. If you do want to be trading the market, guys, don't forget to check out BYBIT here in the link description. BYBIT will be offering you a $4,000 deposit bonus, so it's definitely going to be extremely valuable to check that out here in the link description. But yeah, very exciting. Very exciting. So Bitcoin is indeed 56.7k right now here. So yeah, it's moving up a little bit, not very significantly, of course. It's very small here. I'm holding till $1. I mean, I'm not holding till $1. If it's going to Bitcoin goes to $1, I'm even going to be buying more, of course. Sailor woke up, I guess. That could be possible. I mean, this is really the time that Sailor could be starting to wake up here, because he wakes up early, of course. So let me quickly see. Dollar index still looks pretty neutral. Let me see what the stock market does look like, of course. So stock market as well looks to be recovering a little bit here right now on today's candles. So yeah, pretty good here. Pretty good what we are getting. Pretty good what we could get over here for Bitcoin. And hopefully we could be seeing a green day for the remaining of the day, of course. Would be lovely. If Bitcoin hits 100k, what will Ethereum be worth at that time? 10k maybe? I mean, I personally see, if you just do a normal calculation, and if we're going to keep, let's say, the same dominance for Ethereum right now, and we're going to just compare them to each other. So if Bitcoin is going to do go towards 100k, right? So let me quickly do a calculation. This does mean that Ethereum is going to be worth, let me see, 1.7. No, sorry, there's less. Let me see. 56,000 of 100k. So Ethereum is going to be getting this valuation. Okay, so Ethereum is going to rise another 56% from this. Sorry, no, that's incorrect. So Ethereum is going to be, of course, if you're going to compare it, worth be let's say 8,500, 8.7k. If we're going to take the fair valuation of Bitcoin being at 100k, and Ethereum at the same level right now in terms of the dominance. So yeah, pretty interesting what you could say over there, and what you could say over that, of course. So you can clearly see that in terms of market cap, is literally the half. So if let's say Bitcoin goes towards 100k, it's going to literally do, let's say it's going to do 2x, a little bit less, of course. Ethereum is going to do the same, so $8,700 approximately. But I think Ethereum is going to be easily trade 10k. If Bitcoin is going to trade at 10k, 100k, I think Ethereum is going to reach 10k earlier than Bitcoin is going to reach 100k. That's personally my own opinion. But let's see what's going to be happening. Of course, we will just wait and see. If Sailor is going to sell, we're all fucked. I mean, he does right now hold, let me see how much money. He does hold 110,000, or no, 107,000 Bitcoins. So that is the market price right now, is of course a valuation of 6 billion. So 6 billion, I mean, he holds quite a lot, of course. He holds quite a lot. So 6 billion is what he holds. So that's quite a lot here. So he does hold 0.005% of the total supply. So I think if Sailor sells all his Bitcoins, the price drops approximately with let's 2% or so out of nowhere. Just a flash crash, 2%. So I mean, we're not necessarily fucked. The price just drops 2% out of nowhere. He can literally sell everything at once because the liquidity will allow it, because it's only a 0.0. Yeah, he's only holding 0.5% of the total supply. So yeah, pretty interesting. And 0.5% here. So almost, if he doubles down his position right now here, he holds 1% of the total Bitcoin supply. So yeah, of course, if he's going to just buy more and more and more, he's going to be having more influence, of course. But yeah, pretty interesting what he does own right now here. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, we have to be looking at it right now. But yeah, if he does sell everything, it's going to have a large effect on the market, but it will, let's say, only bring down the market down with 2% or so. So very interesting. Very interesting. Ethereum could hit 10k as Bitcoin goes lower as well. I mean, for sure possible. If Bitcoin goes easily going down here, it doesn't necessarily mean that Ethereum has to be stopping right its trend, of course, right? So yeah, for sure, I do expect Ethereum is going to be doing so. Let me see. Way more than 2%. No, that's not true. Because he's holding 0.005% of the total supply, and it's not going to be having a more of effect of that. Maybe 3%, but not way more. He's not going to cause a 10% correction or whatsoever. He's never selling. I mean, yeah, we of course never say never, but just you can calculate it. 0.5% of the total supply is holding. If he sells everything, no, it's not going to be having. It will be not having more than 4% influence, not more than 4%. But of course, and you know, if he's going to, let's say, market sell it, it's going to be literally be a 4% candle towards the down. So let's say 4%, right? And it's going to be literally be a candle out of nowhere that goes $2,500 lower. That's literally what happens then. So that's out of nowhere one candle. So that's pretty heavy, of course, and it could cause a lot of sell pressure to come towards the market. Dollar index has been going up. Yeah, for the recent hours, it has been coming up. Right now, this hour, it has been coming down here. So pretty interesting. I'm trying to find it. I don't know. Watch the 12-hour breakout incoming. 2% plus the FUD for the rest of the humans. I mean, yeah, truly. It's a lot of FUD what will come after. Let's say, not going to say it's going to be happening. Oh my gosh, my focus does weird again. This is the first time. Did something changed up here in my camera settings? Come on, camera. This is the first time he does weird again. Oh man. So yeah, let me quickly check up here real quickly. But yeah, indeed, it will be the majority of the sell pressure will come afterwards. Is going to be the fear that's going to come in towards the market. So it's going to be the majority of the bearish effect is going to be fear that's going to be coming up. So yeah, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. And of course, out of nowhere, the focus was enabled again in my camera, so I fixed it. Let me see. Watch the 12-hour candles breakout happening today. So let me quickly check up on the 12-hour candles to see what Bitcoin could be doing right now. Let me see. Breakout happening today, 12-hour candles. I mean, yeah, you can clearly see Bitcoin forming a major downward slope resist line. Is it going to be happening today? I mean, we don't necessarily say yes or no right now. We do know everything can be happening. Of course, you can clearly see you could be approaching as well from this high over here. Is it going to happen today? We don't know. Is it going to happen tomorrow? We don't know. But yeah, we could be looking for a very significant breakout right now, anytime soon. I mean, indeed, if you're approaching like this, it's going to indeed happen today. So yeah, a breakout happening today on 12-hour time frame will be truly lovely to see. Will be lovely to see some more volatility coming towards the market. So I'm looking forward towards, is this 12-hour time frame going to be breaking bullish or bearish right now? It's going to be the real big question. So it's very, very exciting what we are right now seeing, of course, on this market. Hopefully Bitcoin is going to show us a very significant breakout right now anytime soon on this market. So yeah, 12-hour time frame is showing that the volatility is going to be imminent. Of course, what we do know, guys, right here is that in 2 hours from now on, we're going to close this 12-hour time frame right here. So 12-hour time frame is going to be quite important to check out here. 2 more hours, so we're going to close. This will be together with a 4-hour candle close on the market. So are these last 2 hours on Bitcoin right now going to show us the volatility we have been waiting for on today? So guys, let me know in the chat, what do you think is going to be happening? Do you think Bitcoin is indeed going to show us volatility in the last 2 hours here? Or is it going to be on the next 12-hour candle? Because yeah, the next 12-hour candle is going to be in this last period of this market. So it has to be choosing a direction in the coming 12 hours ahead of us right now here. It has to be really show. I mean, what we can determine right now here is that Bitcoin for sure is going to show us volatility today. It's going to show us a lot of volatility in the coming 24 hours. Is it going to be towards the upside? Is it going towards the downside? We don't know yet here. It depends on which direction we're breaking towards. So that's the thing that we can be preparing ourselves for right now. And I'm very, very excited about it because, yeah, 4 more minutes from now, we're going to close the 1-hour candle. We're going to be going in towards the 11 o'clock candle. So it's going to be quite exciting. Of course, on 30 minutes right now, we are indeed curving up particularly quickly right now. So that's for sure a thing to take in consideration, guys. By the way, don't forget to slap the like button. Let's go for 500 likes on the stream here, guys. If you haven't already liked the stream, make sure to do so. Will be truly appreciated. We like the blurry rover. I mean, come on, man. Come on. But yeah, indeed, I do think that the volatility is going to be turning up here. The next 12-hour will moon, in my opinion. Let's see what we're going to have here. It will be truly amazing if we could be getting so. Of course, maybe stock market can still ruin the party, but we're going to wait here. I want to pump, but I think it will be going down first. I mean, we still have the CME below us, so yeah, it could be for sure go either direction. But yeah, I do think it's going to be showing us a lot of volatility. Get a new camera. I mean, my camera is very good. It's like a 4K camera. And of course, it doesn't need any targets to get reached here to be buying a new camera, bro. But I mean, I've got a very good camera, at least I think so. I mean, I literally searched up what the best camera is out there on the whole market, and this was the best one out of the test. So I do have like 3 cameras over here, so I can use as well a different one. Those are all very good cameras, so very interesting why it is so bad right now. If there will be a pump in the next 24 hours, I'm guessing it will be now. The price normally goes at this time, and tomorrow is the weekend. So indeed, tomorrow is the weekend. And give me a real quick second, by the way. So indeed, tomorrow it is the weekend. But of course, if we do look back here, last weekend around, we pumped up 10% here. So does it really mean that in the weekend we can't push up? No, it does not mean that, of course. Because in the weekend, we can be apparently as well see very significant surges and don't fill up the CME gap, because that's what we're literally doing right now here. While Bitcoin is, of course, pushing up back towards higher range. Of course, 2 more minutes, so we're going to close this 30-minute candle, guys. But this 30-minute candle is going to be very, very crucial, especially the next one as well. We're still trading as well in this lower time frame, symmetrical triangle, of course, as well in 2 hours from now, and we're going to close the 12-hour candle. And of course, we are going to always show more volatility on those last hours of these big candle closes, right? So indeed very exciting, and Bitcoin on the 30-minute time frame is indeed shooting up very quickly right now. So approaching resistance right now. Resistance is another $100 away from us on the top side. If Bitcoin could be breaking this on the 30-minute time frame right now, this could be having a very bullish effect on this market over here, right on the exact time of recording, and we could be experiencing some more pushes towards the upside live on the stream once again here, just like last time, so right here on the channel. So it's going to be very exciting. And if I'm really going to be betting on it, I do think that today is going to be a very volatile day here, to be honest, because yeah, we do see all kinds of patterns coming together, and of course we do have seen a lot of consolidation. And it's going to be most likely that the volatility is going to be imminent again here. So yeah, of course, if you ask Nathan right now here, he is of course expecting to see volatility today, because tomorrow the weekend is going to come. So yeah, Joop Voorburg as well tuning in towards the stream. Welcome back to the stream here. And guys, we can currently experience that we're only 1 minute away from the 1-hour candle close and a 30-minute candle close, of course. So this is going to be quite exciting. Of course, it's a pretty significant surge towards the upside we're currently experiencing. And 11 a.m. is, of course, going to turn up in just 1 minute from now on. So let's see what we could be seeing over here. Put the squeeze momentum indicator from Lazy Bear. So let me quickly check up on the squeeze indicator. I don't know. Squeeze momentum indicator from Lazy Bear. I don't know exactly. Oh, Lazy Bear, this one. Squeeze momentum indicator. I don't know exactly how how you have to read this momentum indicator on the 4-hour time frame. We'll be checking it in a second here, bro. Let's say 15 more seconds here. 15 more seconds. Pump it up, baby. It will be lovely. So 10 more seconds till we're going to close this this candle right now. So it's definitely very lovely to see here. So yeah, we did close this candle still within the symmetrical triangle. Not a very significant breakout seen yet here, but of course this is coming and allowing us to come closer towards this breakout target for Bitcoin. So a new 1-hour candle, of course, got printed right now 2 hours away before the 12-hour candle closed and before the 4-hour candle closed. So let me see what we're going to be having here. And maybe we should of course see sing a pump it up song here. A pump song, please. Yeah, maybe we have to really now allow a pump song right now in the chat here. But indeed, Bitcoin is moving up very quickly right now. And we're starting, oh my gosh, we're seeing right away the big buy order coming in towards the market right now. So this is, of course, definitely a thing that we do love to see here. So right now still, we're another 30 minutes away before closing this 30-minute time frame. So yes, I would love to see a very significant breakout. If we're going to be aiming for a breakout on this candle right now here, yeah, we're going to be aiming for, of course, an approximately 2% measures move back towards the 58k here, so on the higher ranges. So that will be, of course, lovely to see here. Bitcoin looks to be creating this continuation towards the upside right now here. Of course, on the 1-hour candle, it does look pretty neutral still here, but it does look, of course, very lovely. Of course, on the 12-hour time frame, we are right now approaching resistance, and I would love to see, of course, this 12-hour time frame candle close above this downtrend here, because if we could be reversing this downtrend back in towards an uptrend, this could be, of course, very lovely for Bitcoin. But indeed, we are going up right now here, and 57.2k is the level we're right now trading on. So this is definitely lovely to see, and maybe we're going to be getting the inevitable pump we have been waiting for quite a while right here, of course. So yeah, we have been seeing Bitcoin trading in a sideways trend here. Of course, Bitcoin could be as well look for a symmetrical triangle on this trend over here. Of course, we're going to be as well aim for several support ranges. Of course, we have been looking at the support range on the lower side over here. We have been looking at the resistance range on the higher side over here, of course, and we'll be making this orange real quickly. So there are going to be definitely still a lot of levels to get broken here for Bitcoin, but indeed we are very good on track right now here. And if we could be seeing this 30-minute candle close as well above the top side of resistance, this is for sure going to be leading towards a continuation towards the upside from here on. Chat, put in a buy order. Yeah, guys, let's all do a market order right now here, so we can push up the price. That would be truly amazing, of course. So pretty cool what we're currently seeing here, guys. By the way, don't forget to slap up the like button right now on this channel. We right now watch with 900 of you guys out there, and Bitcoin isn't even pushing up further on, but let's as well go right away for the 500 likes, guys. So before Bitcoin reaches the 57.5k, we have to reach the 500 likes to stream. That will be truly appreciated if we could reach that. But I do not think it's going to be able, because Bitcoin is absolutely looks very pumpy right now here. So yeah, Bitcoin could be breaking out right now, and Bitcoin is indeed going right now here, guys. It's absolutely lovely to see. So of course, Bitcoin is really shifting its momentum back towards the upside. We're seeing all kinds of searches towards the upside getting created on several time frames. Of course, the symmetrical triangle right now continuously bouncing back towards the upside. Of course, we're looking to the 12-hour time frame approaching this resistance, and of course, right now 2 hours away from until we're going to be closing this candle. So it's going to be quite important to see so. And of course, dollar index keeps continuously going down here. So that's as well very important to look at. If we're looking to the S&P 500, still neutral territory. So it's really a Bitcoin pump we're currently getting. Bitcoin is really doing its job right now here, what it should supposed to do here, of course. So very exciting. Don't stop streaming, man. Guys, do you want me to stop streaming or not? Let me know in the chat. For how long should we continue? Let me know in the chat here right now. Because yeah, if we're streaming, usually the market starts to be pumping. So I think yeah, there's definitely a good time to be streaming, of course. Because yeah, if we stop the stream, maybe the market could come down from that point, of course. And that's of course a thing that we do not want to be seeing right now in this market. So let's go Bitcoin, indeed. I'm definitely looking forward towards it. I'm definitely looking forward towards where Bitcoin is heading towards from up this range here as well. We're real quickly going to check out on CoinClass about what we could be having over here in terms of the funding rates. How are the funding rates looking? Pretty neutral, pretty high leverage still. Bitcoin is still pretty high leverage. I'm very very unfortunate about that Bitcoin is every single time we are seeing these sideways action periods where we did saw the shakeout, where I do want to be seeing a lot of people being in fear. The market is still a little bit over leveraged. So there are not a lot of liquidations right now in the market. So only a 2 million Bitcoin liquidation in the past 4 hours. So Bitcoin has been literally doing nothing in terms of its liquidations. Very low liquidations on the market right now here. So please take that in consideration. Low liquidation. And you guys are all saying that I should stream for quite a while here, all day, 24/7, 12-hour, please. So guys, indeed, maybe we do have to do a very long stream here. But still, I think that we do know in the market, of course, the fear and greed index is a very, very significant amount of fear still in the market. So make sure to use this in your advantage. Of course, once there is fear in the market, you should start to get greedy. Once there is greed in the market, you should start to get fearful. So right now, a particularly big amount of fear in the market, still make sure to be benefiting from it. But of course, if we do look to the liquidations, only in 4-hour liquidation of a total 8.6 million, that's crazy. 8.7 million US dollars got liquidated in the past 4 hours. That's of course not a lot here. We've been seeing Bitcoin doing literally 1 billion liquidations in the past 4 hours, but that's right now not what we're seeing. But most likely we're going to get some more liquidations across the border as soon as Bitcoin is going to start pushing back towards these higher ranges again. Because yeah, Bitcoin is starting to be moving up, and let's squeeze out some short positions right now, guys. Yeah, guys, if you do want me to continue streaming, smash up that like button, guys. Don't forget to do so. By the way, I will be taking a quick sip of my water here and see what the chat is saying right now. What do you think about the long to short ratio? I think it's bad. I think it's bad for Bitcoin right now, to be honest. Because basically what we can see here is in terms of the quantity, there's more quantity getting long than short right now, because otherwise the funding rates would have been negative, of course. So that's pretty unfortunate. But yeah, Bitcoin will be inevitably rising, of course. Stream all day. I mean, I maybe have to do so. I maybe have to stream all day indeed. So 57.2k right now, the level that we're trading on. Let me quickly check up as well on some other coins in the meantime here in the background, of course. So EGLD still coming down massively, of course. EGLD in a massive downtrend over here, coming down particularly significantly, of course, from the all-time high. Is right now down already 36%. What is crazy, of course. EGLD being down so quickly. Next real support target I've been saying as soon as we fail to hold on towards this level. Next target is going to be the 328, because this target is going to get reached on the low side, in my opinion. I think it's a very good risk reward buy right now. Of course, this level as well, but of course, if we're going to be retrace it back towards the highs over here, it's going to be definitely worth it. Of course, we distribute a lot of EGLD hodlers out there, so that's of course particularly good to see so right now. So hopefully we could be seeing a further continuation up here, but still we're forming these higher low structures on the EGLD price section. So I do personally think we're going to get a curve back anytime soon here, and EGLD is definitely worth the risk to reward buy here. You're willing to be buying EGLD at $500 US? No. Yes, you will be definitely buy it. You should definitely look at it right now here, but let me as well quickly check out on this momentum squeeze indicator. I don't know exactly how it does work here, but let me just, I think it's just like a divergence reader. Of course, if the momentum is very high, and of course it takes momentum. I mean, the momentum has been growing towards the upside here. The momentum of the sellers has been decreasing as well. That's basically what we do see. But of course, while the momentum was growing, we were not forming a higher high in the market. So that's pretty unfortunate. So that's basically a bearish divergence that you do see over there. So that's pretty interesting to see as well. Like here, you can see here momentum decreases, price still shoots up, bearish divergence. So yeah, what we can currently see here on the downtrend is that like the momentum on the 4-hourly candles has been, of course, going down. The price actually keeps going down, but momentum keeps cooling off as well on a very good pace here. So indeed, we can clearly see the momentum of the sellers is getting exhausted, but the buyers as well. So it's definitely in a decision time. So I should definitely, you can see symmetrical triangle getting formed here, and on the momentum, we're seeing similar things playing out here. So definitely very interesting where we could be heading towards. We could be literally go to each direction right now, I should say. So it's going to be quite an exciting one. Going to be quite an exciting one what we could be having over here. Let me see what we're having. VeChain, can we check out the VeChain? Let me quickly go over VeChain again here. VeChain, of course, still finding a bottoming structure right now here. VeChain is forming a higher low for the first time here in the downtrend. What is, of course, respectively very, very bullish here in my opinion. Higher low structures is extremely important to be right in the form here on this market to, of course, continue its reversal back towards higher ranges here. So we'll keep my eyes wide open on VeChain right now here, but this reversal structure that we're currently creating over here is going to be having a relatively more of a bullish effect on this market. So I'm looking forward towards, of course, still downside resistance lines getting formed there. Still not forming a higher high structure like you can see over here. So if VeChain right now is forming this downward sloping trajectory, and if it's just walking to form higher highs than these highs over here, it could be definitely continuing its trend here higher up once again. It could be running up towards higher targets. So yeah, VeChain says is in the beginning of a very good trend here. It's starting to create a very good trend. It's starting to curve back up as well right now. So would love to see, of course, this continuation getting started here. But right now, we're 20 minutes away before really closing these crucial candles here on the market. And I definitely can't wait to see when we're going to close these crucial candles. Because, yeah, if the Bitcoin price section is indeed going to close a 30-minute candle above this downside resistance line, this is going to be allowing us for a trend reversal signal. And that's going to be allowing us for further continuation up. But before we're going to see, so guys, real quickly, want to be asking you guys for a favor. Right now, we're only 12 subscribers away before smashing it up towards 70.8k. And of course, our target of today is going to be 70.8k subscribers. So we'll be truly appreciated if you're going to be absolutely smashing up right now. And Cody, Gilbert, thank you for becoming a member. Hopefully, you're going to enjoy your color in the chat as well here, man. And hopefully, you're going to enjoy your emojis that you do have right now. It's the first MACD crossover since mid-November on the 1 daily chart on Bitcoin. So yeah, we yesterday checked it as well. So what we can see here on the MACD, if we're going to real quickly enable the MACD here, is that the MACD is about to flip bullish again here. Of course, last time around we got here on the 8th of November. But of course, here on the 1st of October, we did saw the same here as well. So you can see last time we got it on the 1st of October, so we all know what happened. The 1st of October was, of course, the beginning of this very bullish structure for Bitcoin that was continuously growing the market towards higher targets. And right now, we're about to get the bullish crossover as well on the Bitcoin daily chart again here. So Bitcoin is indeed shifting its trend bullish again here, just like we did last time around over here on the MACD. We're right now doing the exact same here over here on this range. So do you see the equal things here right now? I do see them. Well, Bitcoin is even pushing up further on, guys. This is definitely lovely to see. So guys, I'm very excited right now here. Bitcoin is indeed shooting up very quickly. Bitcoin is indeed, yeah, leading the rally right now towards the upside as well. We're going to keep our eyes wide open about what Ethereum is doing. Ethereum is still outperforming Bitcoin currently. It is moving faster than Bitcoin currently is here. So let me as well quickly check up on the Ethereum market, how it is currently performing like. So yeah, you can clearly see it is rallying up pretty quickly. It's doing a particularly good job. $4,620 is the level we're right now trading on. So Ethereum is crap, Solana overhyped, Luna decent. I mean, Ethereum is not crap. And for everyone who says Ethereum is crap, you definitely have to do some more research about it, I think. Been watching the stream since March. Keep up the great work, bro. So Cody Gilbert, my father is as well called Gilbert. So that's a pretty cool name, man. Hopefully you're going to be enjoying your color, man. And thank you for supporting the nation. Of course, pump it up, Rover. Definitely lovely. Definitely lovely. Dollar index, of course, still curving back right now towards the upside, flipping it to the green here. But Ethereum indeed running up pretty quickly right now, guys. Like you can see, Ethereum is pumping more significantly than Bitcoin currently is here. That's pretty lovely to see. Pretty lovely to see. A similar pump, basically. So yeah, let's see what we could be having here. Ethereum normally leads. I mean, Ethereum eventually will be leading. Low volume pump. I mean, I've been explaining several times about the theory we do have about the volumes. I mean, if we're going to look back towards, let me use a good chart for it. Let me use the binance chart. Let's. If we're going to look at every single pump we got in previously in the market, this of course not right for the volumes. Check out here the binance chart. If we're going to look back towards every single pump we did got on this market, right? So on this market, we have been seeing every single pump basically low volumes, and every single correction we tend to see higher volumes. So yeah, thank you so much for supporting the nation once again, Mr. Mogul, of course. But yeah, what you can see over here, I've been explaining my theory about it several times already, is like on the pumps we don't necessarily see high volumes because there is not a lot of sell pressure. Of course, if this was at all-time high, so that's differently, then you tend to see more volumes coming in. But what you can see over here, like the pumps over here, low volume, particularly low volume, particularly low volume, particularly low volume. And you know why there's low volume on pumps up here? Because there's no sell pressure. Because if there's less sell pressure, there's less volume needed to move the market up. I've been explaining this several times. For everyone who doesn't know it yet, we'll be quickly explaining this. So if the market moves up with lower volumes, it doesn't mean it's a fake pump, because that's already the 2017 fast, if you say that. Because what you can see here, in market drop-offs towards the downside, we tend to see high volumes. You know why? Because there is, of course, a significant market leg down here, and people's trying to scoop up Bitcoin once the market is going lower. If the market moves up with a significant wave towards the upside like this, you call this a fake pump? No, it's not a fake pump. It's pretty low volume compared to the drop-off over here, but still, we moved up very quickly because there's less sell pressure, because the market already distributed all the sellers over there. That's how it works. It's not a fake pump if there's a lower amount of volume on the market at that point, of course. So every single drop-off, we tend to see high volumes, because there's a lot of manipulation going around on the market. So this is literally what you see. I mean, so many people don't see it, but manipulation is literally happening in front of your eyes. And very good emojis you're sending, Mr. Mogul. What is considered high volume? Is it relative? I mean, it's not relative anymore, because in 2017, everyone looked at the pump. Is it high volume enough? Is the volume high enough of the pump? That is going to determine for them to see if it's a good pump or not. Of course, you see pumps on all-time highs are having significant higher amounts of volume, of course, like you can see over here. But if you're pumping and you're not trading at all-time highs, just look at the pumps that we got on the market, like over here, right? So we can see, of course, market moved up. Of course, there are definitely significant amount of market volumes coming in. Look at this pump over here we got on the market. This was extreme low volume, but still markets move up. It's not a fake pump. These are, of course, as well relatively low volumes. And of course, on the corrections, we do see volume spiking very hardly because there's manipulation. And of course, on the way down, people want to be buying here, of course. So it doesn't make any sense if you're saying that a pump has to be fake if it has low volume. It just does clearly shows you there's less sell pressure on the market. So of course, eventually what is going to be happening with the cryptocurrency market, and eventually what is going to be happening with the whole market, is the Bitcoin, the rise of Bitcoin is inevitable. A lot of people don't understand yet here, but the rise of Bitcoin is inevitable. You know why? Because the sell pressure continuously keeps coming down and down and down and down. And I've been explaining this on several videos before, several streams before, but the sell volume on Bitcoin on higher time frames, if we're zooming out, keeps continuously becoming less and less and less. And that's the reason why we are going to see Bitcoin eventually rise here. As well, a question about Matic we're going to go into towards in a second here. But yeah, you can see the chart right now in front of your screen right here, in front of over here. You can see clearly all exchanges take or sell volume. You can clearly see the trend from Q1 towards Q4 going massively down. There's less sell volume in the market the whole time. There's less and less sell volume coming towards the market. And it's right now a thing that you should take in consideration. The volume of the sellers is just taking off because less people are looking to sell their Bitcoin. And right now you can see it as well in the September low. We saw low volumes. In the July low, once we of course were trading on 28k, we saw low volumes. And right now, once again, we're seeing way lower volumes than Q1 and Q2 here in the market because there are less people looking to sell their Bitcoin right now. And that is how it works, and that is how it will be for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin will be rising inevitably. That is what I always have said here. So Ryan as well asking us about Matic. We're quickly going to be looking into Matic here. Matic, of course, keeps continuously shooting up here. Matic is doing, of course, just such a crazy of a job here right now. Of course, if we're going to look at the 4-hourly candles, I would have loved to see Matic to close above this range. It did clearly close above this range here on the daily time frame, 4-hourly time frame. That's lovely to see Matic continuously shooting up towards higher ranges. Of course, right now it is not officially closed on the higher daily candle than it did before, but it's about to do so. So high daily candle close, and then the high over here is going to be extremely bullish, $2.20. So I'm just going to wait for it, but yeah, you can clearly see Matic is forming an exponential high structure. What you can see over here on Matic is that it just keeps continuously growing and further and further on here, and it's in a parabolic structure right now here. So I'm looking forward towards where we're heading towards from this point, but it's going to be most likely inevitably that the Matic will keeps continuously rising here. It looks pretty interesting. It looks very decent, and personally, I do think we're going to smash through all-time anytime soon here for Matic. I'm looking forward towards it. Definitely think we can reach it almost here from this point. I think we can almost reach it. So hopefully, yeah, we're going to reach it anytime soon here. But of course, what's going to be crucial for Matic right now is to see where the daily candle is going to close. If this daily candle is going to be closing above the range high of the $2.20 here, it will be confirming the uptrend, of course, and we will be seeing a further continuation up towards higher targets, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm looking forward towards where we could be heading towards. But Matic is looking very solid right now on the higher time frames. Of course, on the 4-hourly time frame, we're definitely not. We're losing a little bit of momentum on the trend up here, to be very honest. We can see right now lower high getting front on the RSI, higher in the price action. But what I will be saying to you guys, Matic holders out there for sure, is that as long as the price continuously keeps rising, of course, from this point, and the price is going to set higher highs from this point here, and is right now going to see an exponential ready further on towards the upside, yeah, we are going to be seeing then, Matic, of course, for sure, going to see a further continuation towards the upside, getting great from this point here. So, yeah, looking particularly good here, to be very honest. But, yeah, Bitcoin, of course, 11 minutes right now away from its candle close. Pretty excited. Play Shaq Bell against USD Tether. For sure, Paul. We'll be checking it here. We'll be checking it for you, of course. But guys, before going further into towards the content, don't forget to smash up the like button. It will be truly appreciated. If you're going to right now here, if you're right now are going to be smashing up the subscribe button right now. But yeah, you can see this token Bell here absolutely smashing up towards the upside, shooting up in a particularly quick pace here on the daily time frame. Yeah, you can see it's basically moving up at a very healthy pace here. Of course, it's not getting so exponential like it did before, of course, but what you can see clearly right now is higher lows. We're forming exponential higher lows, so we're definitely in an exponential trend right now. What you do want to be seeing here for this trend to continue here on the market is a breakthrough of the very strong support level before, right? So you can see over here, this is a very strong support and resistance level from the past, and this level provided us a lot of rejections along the way here. And as soon as we do break above this this range high over here, it's going to lead towards a continuation. So you can basically as well approach it like some kind of a symmetrical triangle. Sorry, as not symmetrical, ascending triangle, and you can clearly see upper support line, horizontal resistance. As soon as the resistance on the top side gets broken, you can look for a further continuation up. And what kind of a price target you're maybe asking me right now? You're going to be aiming for a 50% move up here from this point, so 53% move up towards $4.57. So yeah, this coin could be exploding very quickly as soon as we does break the top side of resistance. Today we are increasing back towards this range again. But as long as we're not breaking through it, I will be not calling for a significant leg up from this point. So please take it into consideration. You want to be looking for a daily candle close above this range high. As soon as we does see it, it's going to lead towards this continuation towards the upside, of course. So yeah, let's see what Bitcoin is going to do here for the last 10 minutes of this 30-minute candle close, guys. Because yeah, this 30-minute candle close could be, of course, quite be exciting here. Because yeah, as soon as we does close this 30-minute candle over here, this is going to for sure lead towards a continuation up here. Because this is going to be leading for a symmetrical triangle breakout on the 30-minute time frame, but it's going to be having a more bullish effect on the candles afterwards. So yeah, looking good here, guys. By the way, thank you so much for smashing it up towards the 70.8k here. Definitely lovely to see here. 70.8k is getting reached here on Bitcoin. I mean, sorry, on Bitcoin, on the channel. Absolutely lovely to see here. So guys, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, don't forget to do so. But it's a lovely target that we did reach here today. Tomorrow is the new moon. Bitcoin pump. I mean, yeah, it would be truly lovely. Pumpy dumpy mode. Let me see. Bitcoin is bullish right now, especially if Bitcoin is going to close this 30-minute candle above the range high over here. It's going to be even look more bullish than that point, than over here. So yeah, I'm very sure that, and very certain that Bitcoin is looking particularly bullish right here. As well for the 12-hour time frame, guys. Do you want me to be here live with you guys out there on the channel on the 12-hour candle close? Do you guys want me to be staying live for the 12-hour candle close here on the market? Let me know in the chat right here. I'm looking forward towards it. So yeah, I'm looking very much looking forward towards what we could be currently getting from this point here. But yeah, indeed, the 12-hour time frame could be, of course, a very decisive move that Bitcoin could be creating from this point. But we're going to be for sure aiming for that still. And of course, take in consideration that we still have a CME gap below us that could be getting filled on the lower side over here. So we got the Salty Michael over here. Oh, but indeed, it's true. It's true. Could you take a look at Superfarm, please? For sure, I can do so. 12-hour close, guys. Yes, indeed. You guys really want me to stay live here? Of course, we can do so. We can do so for the 12-hour close because yeah, the 12-hour close is going to be pretty decisive for the market right here. Of course, the 12-hour candle close comes together with the 4-hour candle close. Of course, we could be looking at the 4-hour candle close as well for some significant breakouts. Of course, I don't think the symmetrical triangle is likely to be breaking out on the 4-hour candle close, but of course, we could be looking at a different approach, of course, on the market, right? So, we have been looking at the market structure that we're currently forming, and the market structure that we're currently forming is looking particularly good here on Bitcoin, in my opinion. I've been saying several times about it. I've been talking several times about it as well. And what we can see is clearly is the higher low structure that we're currently forming, right? So you can approach it like in Hennish shoulders, inverse Hennish shoulders, because yeah, basically see market has been forming lower lows along the way down. Right now, finally, we're starting to set a higher low in the market. Of course, we're getting rejected by this horizontal neckline. So we could be approaching this like a Hennish shoulder scenario. So of course, depending on where we're going to be breaking out, and of course, depending on if we're going to be holding up towards this horizontal line over here. Yeah, we could be indeed see this this Hennish shoulders breakout towards the upside, of course, in this continuation towards higher targets. So basically, Hennish shoulders is a market structure that you tend to create on the market. So you can see over here on the bottom left side of the screen here, you have a horizontal neckline. That is, of course, in this case, this orange box over here. You form a low in the market, then you're forming a lower low in the market, then you form a higher low in the market. So the higher low is basically the signal that you're getting on the market that the sell pressure is decreasing, and that we're increasing our strength on the market. So as long as Bitcoin is going to hold this horizontal range here on the 4-hour line here, right to $56,000, it's going to be leaning towards a continuation up here. Of course, as soon as we do fail to hold on towards this range, I've been talking about it several times before, we're going to look for further continuation down. And you're maybe asking us right now, on what targets are you going to be aiming for? You're going to be aiming, at least I will be aiming for these targets. If I can finally select this box here, I'm going to be aiming for these targets right here. So we do have several targets of support below us, around the 53k. Of course, if we're going to zoom out towards other targets, we do can as well still expect if we're going to fail to hold on that range towards the decreases towards the, let's say, 50.9k. But personally, we're going to look towards the daily time frame on Bitcoin, and we're going to just use some simple moving averages here. We're going to look at some moving averages like the, let me quickly enable this. Like the 120 is for, I think the 120 was a very significant moving average that we could be looking at. Yeah, the 120 moving average. Let me disable the other moving average for a second here. So the 120-day moving average could be, of course, the moving average that we could be aiming for a retest. So last time around here in April, very significant bounce from this range. As well here in September, very significant bounce from this range here. And of course, if we could be retesting it again here on, this time around here in December, this could be once again lead for a very significant bounce back towards higher targets here towards the upside. So I'm looking forward towards where we could be heading towards from this point. I personally do expect that this moving average is going to be providing a lot of support on the daily time frame on Bitcoin. So I'm looking forward towards. We'll be going into super farm as well in a second from here on, guys. Don't forget to do so. I will just give me a little bit of time here. We'll be going over it. So Bitcoin creating a particularly big wick here right now on the 30-minute time frame. So would love still to see Bitcoin closing its 30-minute candle above it, because as soon as Bitcoin does not close its 30-minute candle above of this range here, we could be seeing, of course, a further continuation towards the downside still, because yeah, as long as Bitcoin is not closing its 30-minute candle on the top side here and does clearly show a breakout, we're not breaking out yet here. So please wait for the 4-hourly candle close here. But we'll be as well looking to AVEX, Avalanche, of course, EREC for you. But let me first check out Super for my man here. So yeah, in 4 more minutes, we're going to close it. So we're going to check it out here. So Super Farm, I've been holding this token for such a long time here. I've been holding it, I mean, the data before. I mean, it's not, there's more data before, right? Because I bought it for like very, very early. I bought it like very, very early, this token. I think once it came out, I already bought in towards then. I mean, I've been selling it for like $4 and I've been buying back. I mean, this is also not the right chart. This is the right chart, I think. No, it's not the right chart. So I will be just looking at the information that we currently have here on Binance, because it's listed on Binance as well. And of course, NFT project, pretty interesting project. I've been still holding a little bit of my tokens, but I've been mainly selling it for $4 to be accumulating different projects, of course, in the crypto space. So looking forward towards where we could be heading towards. By the way, Bitcoin flipping in a particularly big wick right now here. So pretty interesting what we do get over here. Let's see how the 30-minute candle is going to close here. Of course, it looks to be that we could be still not get this breakout right now here. So we'll be checking Avalanche after the close, of course. But yeah, real quickly going over Super Farm. Clearly can see support getting formed under the range here, holding up pretty well right now. Right now it looks to be on the daily time frame, performing a continuation. Downward slope resist line, upward sloping support line. I'm looking forward towards where we could be heading towards from this point here. Top side providing major resistance. And so far, this level looks to be, of course, providing... so far, this is going to be a pretty crucial level to look at, of course, right? So symmetrical triangle getting formed here. Hopefully, we could be seeing a significant breakout anytime soon here on the market. Daily time frame, of course. So symmetrical triangle coming towards its apex. So do expect that... yeah, Super Farm is going to show us a lot of volatility on this market. So yeah, 56.9k is the level that we're trading on. Looks to be that this top side of resistance is going to be a crucial level to look at right here. It looks like a very, very crucial level to look at right here. So top side of resistance is going to be very important, even though if we're going to just close it just ever so slightly above, right? So if Bitcoin is going to close ever so slightly its candle, this 30-minute candle above this range here, I will be not necessarily approached as extreme bullish price search, right? Price action, right? Because yeah, if we're not significantly closing it above, I do expect still continuation down here, because it still shows weakness with this big wick on the top side on the candle, right? So pretty interesting to look at right here. So still going to take that in consideration. And guys, by the way, what I want to be seeing as well here is smash up towards the 600 likes, guys. So in 3 minutes from now, we're going to be 2 hours live here on the channel. And can we right now smash it up towards these 600 likes, guys? I would be truly appreciate. So if you haven't already liked the video, make sure to go below of the video right now here and smash up like crazy. Slap up the like button, guys. Would be truly appreciate if you can do so right here. Rover, is a bearish sign complete volume in a downtrend compared to the first big leg up in the cycle? No. Can you explain it another time? Is it a bearish sign that the complete volume is in a downtrend? No, not necessarily a bearish sign. It's not necessarily a bearish sign. I was a little bit hard to understand what you exactly meant there. Mende is as well donating to the channel. Can you please go over engine? Greetings from Friesland. So I will be going over engine in a second. I will be as well still go over AVEX. So man, give me a real quick second. I will be putting you your request in the queue here. So we're going to first witness about how Bitcoin is going to close this 30-minute candle, because yeah, just the last few minutes could be of course a little bit more volatile, but yeah, so far it does not look all too strength. Yeah, it's definitely looking like it is losing some strength here in this push towards the higher side here. I mean, that would be truly cool. One problem with the head and shoulders, it comes from the up. It has to come from the upside. No, not necessarily, because it's a reversal structure. An inverse head and shoulders is a reversal structure that you're currently. That is a likely reversal structure that you tend to make on the market, because basically what you're seeing is, it does not necessarily has to come from the upside here. It does not necessarily has to be. Another fake out. Yeah, it looks to be that we are getting another rejection. 20 more seconds before we're going to close it, of course. Everything can still happen in just literally the last 30 seconds of such a candle. So let's see how it's going to be playing out here. But looks to be it's not really a strong candle that we did generate here on the market. Of course, we have been seeing several times these kinds of candles, of course, on the market. You can see a very big candle over here, but still we continue to way up here. So let's see how it's going to be playing out right now. We are indeed seeing a breakthrough of this downward slope resist line, of course, like you can see over here. That's of course, I can even draw it from the highs over there. So you can indeed see we are breaking down this downward slope resist line. It's not like I told everyone before, a breakout that you won't like to see here. I think it can still show us a lot of insignificance. Of course, we are breaking out of the symmetrical triangle, the 30-minute candles, but I always will be careful with 30-minute candle breakouts, of course, right? Because with such a big wick on the top side, it can show us a lot of fake outs running towards lower targets again, and it can move down very quickly again, because yeah, it's showing a lot of weakness in this big wick on the higher side, of course. So be careful. Be cautious, of course. We could be right now still retest the lower side of resistance successfully as support. So pretty interesting. Let's see what we're going to be having here. Yo guys, how you doing, man? How you doing? So the volume is less while price action is going up. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that some people say it's bearish or some people say it's bullish. I mean, it is neutral, because if the volume is less while price keeps going up here, basically it means it's less sell pressure. That's basically what it reflects. That's basically what the volume reflects here. Let me see. Would you say it's better, more accurate to connect the wicks candles? No. I mean, everyone has their own strategy. I do know for myself is that connecting wicks is not really showing me the significance. I think candle bodies are the most important to look at. So 1 hour candle for Bitcoin closing into reds right now here, guys. So 1 hour candle on Bitcoin looks, of course, particularly weak right now, showing a lot of weakness. So I personally think that can come down a little bit further from here on, like you can see right here, like we have been saying earlier today already. So yeah, 1 hour candle coming back into the red here. So pretty unfortunate to see after such a big movement towards the upside, Bitcoin coming all the way back down into the red here. Still no breakout. Oh no, indeed, I will be not really approach this as a breakout right here, to be honest, because it's really shows us a lack of significance. And of course, the weakness from the top side of this candle over here is for sure showing us weakness right now in the market. And of course, even if you do approach it a little bit differently, you could be still approached like a breakout. Not like a breakout, of course. So I will be for sure be very cautious with this trend line we're right now looking at, of course. But for sure, yeah, we can clearly see a big wick on the top side getting created here. It really shows the weakness. And of course, what we can see as well is that we've not been clearly creating a higher high, right? So we have been not clearly creating a higher high. So I will be not approaching this like in a breakout yet here, unfortunately. I would have loved to be approaching this like a breakout. But personally, I will be not doing so right now. I do see this is a less significant breakout that we currently are getting on the market. So yeah, we'll be not taking that as my main scenario right now here. So yeah, it's going to be quite crucial where Bitcoin is heading towards on the last on this 11 a.m. candle. Of course, 11 a.m. is of course everything can happen around this time here. So some people are saying in the chat here, bear market is coming, moon boys, and I mean I totally disagree with it, because why should there be a bear market coming if the financial scenario is so effed up right now here? Because we are literally printing money like crazy on the left side and the right side on the world, and I don't see a reason why the bear market is going to be coming right now. So guys, by the way, dollar index coming down particularly quickly right now here, and that could be maybe still help Bitcoin in a positive way here, like you can see. So dollar index coming down particularly quickly, pushing up, of course, the comparisons, the pairs against the dollar, of course, of all coins. That's of course looking good. So let me first of all go into AVAX before going, of course, into mention from Friesland. So AVAX, of course, broke out of symmetrical triangle, moved up from that point. If you're going to be approaching the top side of resistance, you can clearly see all-time high forming a double top over there. Then resistance getting found over here, come down, another rejection. So what are we going to be expecting for Apex in the coming days ahead of ourselves? Double top getting formed, resistance, still forming higher lows. What we could be looking at is a very crucial support line that we are right now trading on, of course. So as long as we're going to hold up the support line, they're going to be looking respectively a little bit good here. But of course, Apex could be creating a massive consolidation pattern right now here on the market. So yeah, pretty interesting about what we currently can see here on this market. Hopefully we could be seeing a massive breakout anytime soon towards either direction. So I'm looking forward towards what we could be heading towards here. Definitely can't wait to see where avalanches are going to head towards from this point here. Top side resistance, lower side support. As soon as avalanche does break the support line, yeah, we're going to just see and visit lower targets here on this market. So as well, horizontal levels to look at here is $94 US. I think avalanche, of course, moved out very quickly. And of course, buying into coins that moved up so quickly is not necessarily always my best choice I can make in my life here. So is Avalanche right now a very good buy right now? I will be saying no, because Avalanche is not going to bring you the returns. Any pre-market information, I will be going over it in a second. Do you know Emma Crypto? Yeah, I do know him. The US Fed chairman this week said they're going to be gonna taper sooner and faster. This could hurt the pump upwards. Let's see what we're going to be having over here. Let's see what we could be having, of course. But I mean, eventually, if they're going to be like I saw like this thing here, and like if the US or whatsoever, if they're trying to ban Bitcoin, they're going to literally shoot themselves in the leg. So no, I'm not necessarily very careful for it. I'm not very scared for it because Bitcoin cannot be banned. Because Bitcoin is power to the people, of course. So Avalanche, I do not think it's going to be bringing you the best returns ever. Of course, it's already a 24 billion market cap. Avalanche is not going to do 100x from here on. There are different coins that could do 100x from here on. Of course, depending on your strategy, depending on what you want to be reaching in this market, yeah, you could be maybe buying into Avalanche. I personally do not think it's my best buy I can do right now, but for sure I will be taking a look at it right here, and I will be taking it, of course, for sure in consideration. So yeah, pretty interesting what we do see with Avalanche. Okay, as well, look at the Avalanche compared to Bitcoin pair, of course. Avalanche is not a bad project. It's going to be a very good project, of course, that we are looking for. So I'm looking forward towards what Avalanche could be doing from this point compared to Bitcoin as well, losing a massive amount of valuation, forming bearish divergence along the way up here, like you can see, like we expected, because the charts are definitely losing momentum. So yeah, pretty interesting what we do have on this market. Of course, if we could look to Avalanche here, we could be aiming for very critical support lines that already got broken. Of course, horizontal range that you do want to be holding up for Avalanche right now is going to be this range over here. We're right now retesting it. We're starting to set lower highs right now. We're forming lower lows. So Avalanche is just the fact is losing value against Bitcoin. Avalanche has seen a very significant uptrend. But towards every uptrend it comes an end or a reaccumulation phase, just like you saw last time around here. So expect some more cool fears against Bitcoin before then potentially going to create another leg up here from that point. So Avalanche pretty overextended, is going to cool off towards lower range before moving up again, in my opinion. That's what I do expect right now from it. So let me already load the engine chart up here, and at the same time let me look for a second about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still doing neutral stuff here. Of course, dollar index coming down pretty quickly right now. Still having a positive effect on the imminent short term for Bitcoin to help to push up the price action once again towards higher ranges. So Bitcoin 30-minute time frame is getting eaten up on the lower side. So indeed, the volatility is definitely here, and hopefully we could be seeing Bitcoin curving back up towards higher ranges right now here, to close this 1 hour candle in and high here. Because yeah, if the 1 hour candle is not going to be breaking out, the 12-hour candle, yeah, it could be maybe still trade within this level, and we maybe have to wait another 12 hours till we're going to see a significant breakout and a significant amount of volume coming back towards the market. So yeah, I would love to see it right now here, but let me quickly take a look at Engine. Of course, Engine retracing back towards previous all-time highs, and let me draw it like this indeed. Retracing back towards previous all-time highs, you can see right now still getting supported by it. Previous all-time high, previous resistance, support. So Engine indeed trading on very strong support, $3.38 here. Do not think it's a bad buy at all here. And of course, what you can see over here as well in the market is that we're still trading a very strong upward sloping support line. We'll be keeping my eyes wide open on that level. Would love to see this level is still getting holding up, of course. Hopefully what we can see as well over here is that we're going to hold on towards the range, because if we're not going to do so, Engine is going to be looking for targets around the $2.80 here. So yeah, Engine moved up as well pretty quickly, formed a huge bearish divergence on the market, was losing huge amounts of strength here, and right now, yeah, as well, you can clearly see lower lows getting formed to the market, no high lows on the RSI, so still no bullish divergence getting formed. Excuse me, there's a bullish divergence getting formed right on the market. So no, just not a bullish divergence. So that's pretty unfortunate. So yeah, Engine indeed forming a very significant downtrend from the highs here. Could be looking for a downward sloping support line as well. And let's see what we could be getting from the point here, of course. So yeah, ancient, of course, forming an lower line of support, downward slope resist line, and could be, of course, right now aim for an symmetrical, the falling wedge breakout approximately, or something like that. So yeah, I'm very curious about how it's going to be rolling out over here. Very curious about how it's going to be playing out right now, ancient, and I definitely think we could be seeing a significant breakout anytime soon for this market here on the 4-hourly time frame for engine. So $3.40 is right now the level that we're trading on, and I definitely think we could be seeing a very significant surge towards the upside from of these ranges that we're right now trading on for engine. So yes, a breakout is going to be crucial where we're to determine about where engine is heading towards. But while we're talking about engine, Bitcoin is even falling further down here. So indeed, Bitcoin is taking a particularly big hit here, still not forming this higher high on the 1-hour candles. Not loving to see this, of course. We are seeing some more volatility in the market, but not the volatility that we would like to see, of course. So Bitcoin coming down particularly quickly right now on the 30-minute time frame. Still 20 more minutes to go here, guys, and then we're going to go in towards the last 1-hour candle here before the 4-hourly candle and the 12-hour candle is going to be closing, of course. So looking forward towards what we could be having here. A lot of money going to G Exchange, of course. We did check the token here, but it moved up very quickly, so please be careful with that. Please be very careful with it. So Bitcoin is definitely in very, very interesting times right now. 4-hourly candle about to flip into the red again. So a pretty dodgy candle on the 4-hourly candles here. So it's going to be quite crucial what Bitcoin is going to do in the last 20 minutes on this 1-hour candle right now. Sad as F, indeed. Very sad to see. Very sad to see, of course, Bitcoin coming down from that point. So let's hope that the volatility will be not even turning more down here. Thanks for the short entry. I mean, never said something, but no problem. Funding rates are still particularly high here. Of course, showing this is definitely still an increasing risk by longing the market. Have been still, of course, saying several times about these kind of things here. Of course, there are a lot of altcoins that are not so over leveraged anymore like they were before in the end stages of November. A lot of altcoins were very, very over leveraged. Right now they are not. And of course, like coins like Axis Affinity is a very good coin to trade right now here because it's very negative funding rates. Cent as well, negative funding rates, good coin to trade right now. But just does as well shows you there's a lot of bearishness on the token as well. Luna, very good to trade right now towards the upside. I think like coins like let me see real quickly what we could see over here. Where's HLD here? Crypto.com, good coin to trade towards the upside right now. Negative funding rates, of course. But let me see where HLD is. I can't find it currently on the list. Over here. HLD is still negative funding rates, but it's cooling up right now, but still good time to be accumulating it and trading it as well towards the upside. Cardano as well, neutral. But yeah, looking good. Looking very good. Ethereum as well have some neutral to normal funding rates. So Ethereum is definitely a good coin, a good token to be trading right here on the current time of recording. So Bitcoin trying to be pushing up back again. 18 minutes, guys. 18 minutes left here. 18 more minutes. Still we could be seeing on this 1-hour candle closing. Guys, by the way, don't forget to slap up the like button. I see we're right now only 16 likes away before smashing up to 600. So if you haven't already smashed up the like button, make sure to do so right now here. Will be truly appreciated if you can do so right now here. If you can smash up the like button here. Let me see. Indeed, I totally agree with that. But of course, what we do know here with these days that these days in a downtrend, of course, for Bitcoin, and I always say here, like the hard days are the days what make you stronger. And of course, as well for you guys, Bitcoin holders out there, the hard days are the days that are making you stronger as a hodler. I mean, yeah, of course, maybe it's a little bit of a harder time to be hodling your tokens, but these hard days are going to be making you a better hodler. It's going to be making you a better person. Of course, yeah, for sure, indeed. I totally agree. So indeed, work hard in silence and let your success be the noise. Let me see, 57k Bitcoin futures today. I'll look at the futures. Of course, future expirations for quite a while. Whoa, from us away right now. So pretty interesting. What are the funding rates for Link? I could be quickly check it out for you. If Link is pretty neutral, so it's a neutral territory. I'm not necessarily bullish or bearish on it right here. So pretty good. Bitcoin is breaking the 60k, guys. I tell you, 10th of December to the 2nd of February, 100k guaranteed. I mean, firstly, I do expect this wall that the 100k is going to be very close for Bitcoin right now, especially because a lot of the sell pressure out of the market. And of course, there's still people in the chat as well, and the people all over the place here that are in extreme fear right now in the market. Like Still people are saying, oh, the bear market is here. And the people that right now say in the chat, or people that say to you right now, the bear market is here, they don't know what they're talking about, because they are a part of that 31, the 31 on this index, right? They're part of the fear. Because indeed, there is fear ruling in the market right now, and you can say yes or no, you can deny it or you can't deny it, or you can be embracing it or not. There is fear in the market. Still people saying Bitcoin going to 40K, still people say market is going to see further continuation down. And they're saying so because they're afraid. They are afraid that because they're following the trend of the market, and the trend of the market is running towards the downside, and they're afraid. They say, "Oh, Bitcoin is going so much lower. I'm so scared," etc. And of course, I'm on the channel, of course, trying to educate you guys to not be scared. And of course, once those other people are scared, yeah, you should start to be greedy, because yeah, you know the famous saying from Warren Buffett. Be fearful once others are greedy, and be greedy once others are fearful. And of course, we nowadays have a very beautiful index about how afraid people are. And of course, if you can just generally see on how afraid the stock market is right now as well, stock market is extremely afraid about the next variant, about the pandemic 2.0, and etc, etc. The stock market is afraid. Those entrepreneurs are afraid, and of course we as well, and some people in the market, because yeah, you can see 31 on the index is not a thing that you easily reach here, are as well starting to get afraid. People are starting to afraid Bitcoin is going to go lower. People are starting to get afraid Bitcoin is going to see a further continuation now. Well, we are flipping this candle into the green again. But yeah, definitely not a time to be afraid of here. These are the times that you want to be starting to get greedy. These are the times that you should start to be getting extremely greedy, because market is in fear. Market has been trading in a downtrend for the past 24 days here. Yes, these hard times make us better hodler. These hard times make us better persons, because we do know right now how to, of course, handle these stuff here. And we do know as well, from every single virus related crash in the market, we come back 2 or 3 times as strong here. So as well for Bitcoin, you're just going to just so be exciting. The US market is waiting for the jobs report this morning. I mean, so far, yeah, indeed. So far, indeed. The 3 to 5 minutes is turning up. Indeed, we're indeed turning up a little bit on lower time frames as well. Still, we do see the dollar index is still going a little bit down here from this point. Real quickly going to as well check out the US 500, what it is doing. It's not really reacting yet here, the stock market. Of course, the stock market is coming down past 2 hours. Again, the reason why Bitcoin dragged down right now here is the stock market again. Like you can see over here, stock market's coming down. So let's see where it's going to be opening right now. Let's see how it's going to be reacting. Last time around, we saw a significant pump when the stock market did open. It's going to be quite amazing if we could be seeing the same here once again for today. Medic still pumping while Bitcoin is coming down. That's very crazy. I mean, Medic is doing a good job here. Medic is doing a very good job here. And Medic is indeed smashing everyone's expectations basically right now. Guys, by the way, we smashed it up towards the 600 likes. Thank you so much for doing so. Right now as well, we're going in towards the last 13 minutes of this 1 hour candle. And Bitcoin starts to be curving back up here. And we're approaching the 57,000 US dollars once again here. We're approaching the higher ranges again here. Death to the fear, yeah, of course. I saw like the post from, I don't know, I thought it was from Chris, and he was like, said he replaced the fear with extreme pussies. So yeah, indeed, if you're afraid in the market and you're selling because you're afraid, I mean, man, do your research. That's not how the market works here. So Bitcoin curving back up here. Look at the big wake on the 30-minute time frame. This is lovely to see. Let's see the continuation for Bitcoin right now towards the upside. Will be truly amazing. Looking forward towards it. Morning, Rover. What a good day with the markets today. I mean, yeah, of course, a very exciting day today once again. And good morning from everyone tuning in from the USA or from wherever you are tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in towards the market. The GX chain volume is about to surpass Bitcoin's volume. That's pretty crazy. Of course, this coin is absolutely exploding. It has a 4 billion market, 4 billion volume. This coin shoot up very quickly. 700% today. I think it's irresponsible to be buying it around this range over here. I think so many you should be always careful with these big surges on the markets, right? So yeah, you can do your own research. You could do whatever you want here, but yeah, volume's extremely hard. It spiked very hardly, of course, towards the upside. I'm looking forward towards where it's going to be heading towards. $5 is a pretty crazy target you're trading on right now. I'm looking forward towards it. 1 hour candle is a Doge candle. So far, it is indeed. So hopefully, we could be closing it a little bit higher. Because yes, guys, we're right now enabling the last 10 minutes for here. We're about to go into the last 10 minutes of this 1 hour candle close, and we do know Bitcoin can do quite a lot in these last 10 minutes, of course. So we just have to wait on how it's going to be closing. It's going to be very exciting. So it's a very good one, Daily Sus. Let me see what the chat is saying right now. Smash up the likes, Rover doesn't miss. I mean, guys, yeah, come on, guys, smash up the like button. Don't forget to do so. Don't forget to do so. Let me see if I do have something for you guys out there. Very important information. I mean, I saw last time around. I saw something very interesting, right? It was like these motivational. I always listen to these motivational stuff here, you know, because because I work for myself. I have to define my dedication myself. I like to listen to motivational stuff here. And I last time I hear around here, I heard something like someone is saying like, if you're a kid and you're going to do your first steps, right? You're going to make your first steps as a kid. How are you going to do so? It's because people motivate you. People motivate you like oh, come on. You fell, and they say, stand up, make another step, you know, to a small kid like 3 or 4 years old who's going to walk for the first time, you know. They're going to motivate him. And what is really missing in this world here is that people are not motivating you to become an entrepreneur, to work for yourself. And why are they not doing so? Because the world is hard. So of course, you have to find something or someone, or just listen to stuff that motivates you to make better things in life here. That's for sure true. I think you I mean, I always listen to Spotify as well, to motivation stuff here. I think it really helps me as well, because mindset is key here. Because I always say to everyone out there as well, my friends, family, if you want to become a millionaire, you first have to become a millionaire in your head, because as soon as you're going to start thinking like a millionaire, you will become a millionaire. That's how it works basically in the market. And it sounds very silly, but like 5 years, 6 years ago, I always said to everyone, I will become a millionaire. I want to become it, and I tried a lot of things here. I've been, of course, explaining several times on the stream already to the viewers. But you first become it in your head before you become it in real life, of course. So think like a millionaire to become a millionaire. And how a millionaire does think right now is not sell this dip. A millionaire is going to sell the dip. A millionaire is going to see opportunities once the market is in fear, of course. Kids walks at 1 to 2. Okay, excuse me. I'm not very familiar with what kids when they're going to start walking. But yeah, 1 or 2. But yeah, they are get motivated. So please search up as well some motivation for yourself. But of course, I'm not really aware about when a kid is going to start walking. You know, so I'm sorry. Cosmos still pumping. Let me check Cosmos real quickly. What it is currently doing. Adam, of course. It's still pumping up. Yeah, we have been seeing it, of course, earlier today. We do approach right now top side of resistance, of course. This top side on the higher range over here is going to be quite a crucial level of resistance that we right now should be looking at. Of course, you can clearly see top side over here. The $32 is going to be a level that we do have to be breaking above here. It's going to be a horizontal level of daily resistance. Daily resistance, of course, that we have to be breaking here. And someone is asking me, how do I think like a millionaire? Just start reading first. Begin reading your first book, Grow and Think Rich. Think and Grow Rich. So I think that's a very good thing to start with. Just read Think and Grow Rich. Reading that book will just make your mindset so much better. I think you should start to read that, Think and Grow Rich. I think it's a very famous book. Of course, everyone does know this book here, but basically all the basics are in that about how you think and how you become rich here. So just start reading books here, and definitely think. My kids started walking at 10 months. That's crazy. You're a very good motivator. So I mean, I don't know which age I started to be walking. Probably I was very lazy. But yeah, what you can see over here, Anthem trading right now $31. I think this $32 range is, of course, the daily target that Anthem has to be breaking. As soon as Anthem does break the top side of resistance, yeah, we could be going for a further continuation up here. So indeed, very critical level of previous support and resistance around here. So it's very likely to approach this level, but then we need to see, of course, the daily candle close above it. So please take your eyes wide open over here. Keep your eyes wide open here on the chart here. So yeah, Bitcoin still flipping it back into the red here. 56.8k right now here. It's not really showing a lot of volatility in this current few minutes here, but yeah, indeed, we are in the last 10 minutes here. Proton XPR, of course. We already checked Proton before here on the channel. Proton's pretty good coin. What we do have over here, Proton XPR is definitely very hypey. Pretty exciting about it, of course. Yeah, let's see where it's heading towards. Came down pretty massively, to be honest. It's pretty a lot of distribution going right. Literally 50% down from its previous high here. So yeah, hopefully it's going to hold up good for you. But it's pretty much down here. So yeah, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. I was walking at 9 months. It's pretty crazy. Rich Dad Poor Dad book is also a good book. Rich Dad Poor Dad is also a good book. I mean, those books are, let's see, the first books you have to read as as a person, I think. I mean, I've never liked reading. I'm very bad at reading as well. If you don't know, I've like a, how you say it in English? Dyslexia or so? I don't know. If you say it like that in English, I have dyslexia and I'm very bad at reading. But you know what? Reading those books like Think and Grow Rich, I just like it. I've never liked reading books, but I like reading that book because it's helping to develop myself here. And yeah, very good book. And especially if I go on like going on a plane or just go to some places where I have to travel, because yeah, I travel quite a lot. You have like 12 hours or so flying, or 10 hours flying. What are you going to do? Are you going to fucking look towards that screen in front of your head the whole time and let you waste your time here while you can as well self-educate yourself by reading a book? I already started, of course, reading a book, of course, for yourself. Just bought the book Rover. Thanks. I mean, crazy. It's definitely worth to do so. Investing in yourself, and I mean, like buying the book is maybe 10 euros, maybe 15 euros, or maybe 20 or $30 or so. I don't know. It's not a lot, but investing in yourself is the best thing you can ever do here. Investing money in yourself is always the best thing you can do. And of course, making an investment of 20 euros or $20, depends on where you live, of course, or 20 Canadian dollars. Investing in yourself is the best thing you can ever do. Self-education is the best education there is. School, you're going to learn the things that you can't do in life, but on these things on self-education, you can learn what you do want to be learning in your life here. Fuck the name is saying still alive, my man. Yeah, indeed, you can see it. I'm still here. Read the graphs, not the books. I mean, eventually, yeah, that's true. But I think the books will be helping you with your mentality, your dedication, and it will be help you generate very, very good here. So it's good. It's good. It's not time to take profits on Matic. I don't know. I think Matic is of course training a pretty high stage, so it's definitely not bad to take profits around all-time highs, right? So pretty exciting. Not first person, not first book that you should read as a person, but as a grown up, like as 15 years old, you should start reading the book here, in my opinion. I think 15 years old, I think you should starting to read that book here too, so you're going to be ready to start off your life very good here, in my opinion. So 15 years, maybe 14 years already. 2008. Thank you so much for supporting the nation. Some people are absolutely crazy here in the chat. But Bitcoin, of course, looks to be closing its 1 hour candle here right now in 3.5 minutes from now on. So looks to be it's going to be a very doji candle over here. So that's pretty unfortunate, of course. Learn, and then earn, of course. I mean, it depends. Of course, you always have to learn before you earn. I mean, I've worked for myself like 2 years and I've not earned a bit of it. After I tried several things, I've invested a lot of time. Never have been earning a bit of it, but of course, eventually you earn. Oh, what's the 1 hour wick here? What about the 1 hour wick? Yeah, we are already looking at it. This 1 hour wick on Bitcoin is of course a little bit more bearish here. It shows you a little bit more of a bearish edge here, but still, we do know that the next hour that we're about to go in here is going to be the last hour of the 4 hourly candles. And guys, I real quickly want to be reaching a target. Let's say I want to be reaching the 815 subscribers if we want to be staying alive for the last hour here of the 4 hourly candle close. So we're going to be doing another hour of streaming. So guys, if you could be ready to smash up the subscribe button so we can be staying live here, we'll be truly appreciated. So another 7 subscribers, I think we can easily do it. So don't forget to smash up the subscriber right now. We'll be truly appreciated so we can stay live here for, of course, remaining of this of the 4 hourly candle close. So we can see the 4 hour candle close, the 12 hourly candle close all together, and we can right away discuss on how the market is looking afterwards, of course. So guys, don't forget to smash up that subscribe button right now. We'll be truly appreciated if you're going to smash it up and slap it up like crazy right here, so we can be staying live for the insane target, of course, on the market. Let me see what we're going to do. Let me see. Yeah, Bitcoin flipping it back into the green here. So of course we do know the last minutes are always very volatile, and we can see clearly we're moving, curving back up. So could be having a little bit more of a bullish effect if we're going to close the halfway point around 57k or even above here. So another 100, 200 US dollar push up from here on would be, of course, lovely to see here. So let's wait and see how it's going to be playing out over here. What do you do besides crypto? Nothing. I just fully focus on crypto because I like to focus on the future. So no, I'm really focused on crypto for only, man. You can read 1,000 books, but if you're not hardworking, you can't achieve anything. Yeah, that's true. For sure, true. You always have to as well. I mean, the books will help you with your dedication and your mindset, in my opinion, and that will be making you in hard work eventually. Do books on technical analysis really work? Yes, they work. They learn you the basics about technical analysis, and of course, if you do want to be checking out the book here, I linked my favorite crypto book here in the description as well, so you can check that out here. So just surf through the description, and you can see the book over there as well. Some books I have like 2 books tagged over there that I do think are good for technical analysis, because a lot of people are asking about that here. Do you have a girlfriend? Not anymore, because girls distract me. It's very, very sad to say, and very not nice to say, but right now I think I don't need distraction. So yeah, that's the reason I'm not. That's the reason why I don't have that right now. But Bitcoin looks to be maybe still closing above the 57K here. Last minute is right now here on the 1 hour candle, so it's pretty good here. Did you finish school? I dropped out of school like 2.5 years ago already. 2.5 years ago already. So no, I did not finish. I did finish my middle school. Afterward, I stopped with it. I did something and I stopped with it with like 3 months when I started, because I thought there's nothing for me, and I was already making money with crypto trading, and I thought this is going to be my future. Of course, I lost a lot of money. I've been pretty poor at some times over there as well, but eventually you come there. Eventually you come there. Do you have any courses? No, I don't have any courses. I don't do that. But yeah, Bitcoin close to 1 hour candle. Maybe one day I will be doing private sessions once I'm done with stuff here. I don't think I'm going to be done on YouTube anytime soon here, but maybe 10 years from now on. I feel like, okay, I want to do some private stuff with some people to educate people, to really focus on people to make them successful. To make them successful, I'm going to, let's say, take 10 students or so and make them successful, you know? So that's maybe a thing that I want to do in 10 years time from now on, because I will always be doing something in life. Doing nothing in life is not good here, and helping people out, educating people, it's a lovely part to do in your life, in my opinion. So Bitcoin indeed closes 1 hour candle over here. Not the most beautiful candle close I've ever seen here on the market. So let's see how this candle close is going to be playing out right now here. Hopefully we can still see further continuation up here. But what's going to be very crucial is that this is the last hour on the 4 hour candle. And of course, we do know last hour on the 4 hour candle is going to be usually the most volatile hour, of course, as well for the 12 hour candle close is right now coming up here. So let's see how it's going to be playing out for Bitcoin right now, of course. As well, pre-market is opening here for the US 500. So just the S&P 500 stock market is pre-market opening. So pretty interesting how the volatility will be most likely turning up right now. So of course, going to keep my eyes wide open right now. Of course, oh sorry, pre-market is going to be opening, not yet here. It's going to be opening an hour from now on. Excuse me. So yeah, pretty interesting. What we could be getting from off this point. Hopefully, we could be seeing a little bit of movement towards the upside. For the stock market in general, Bitcoin as well curving back towards the $57,000 right now, so it looks pretty good here. One-on-one private session would be good, but of course the problem is like 1,000 people do want to be having a one-on-one session, and I can only make 10 people happy, so that's very hard. I lost. Rope is going to be jet skiing in Bali. I mean, I'm going to go to Bali in February. That's true. Let's hit the gym one time together. For sure, man. I'm just in Utrecht, always still going to the gym. So if you see me there, we can always hit the gym, bro. Let me see. What is your end cycle for the plan? I mean, there's not going to be an end cycle for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is inevitably going to keep growing. The network will keep growing. There's not such of a thing of a cycle anymore. People always say there has to be a cycle for Bitcoin, but the cycle is not here anymore, in my opinion. Because I don't think there's going to be a bear market, and if there's going to be a bear market, then we'll just keep trading, because trading is my income, and I like trading myself, and yeah, it's just good. It's just good to do. Pumping. Woman distract you, you're a boss. Just discovered at the 40. I mean, no hate to women whatsoever. I think it's pretty cool that there's well a lot of women are right now watching crypto videos. I think 30% of the women are invested. 30% of the cryptocurrency space are women, so that's pretty cool. But I mean, for my work and my dedication, I had like a girlfriend for a year, and I'm really find that I was wasting a lot of my time on being a person that I can't be, you know, at this time of my life. So definitely did not do that. How old are you? I'm 20 years old right now, and in 2 months from now on, in like 1.5 months, like in 6 weeks from now on, I will be turning 21. So still very fresh blood here. So still a lot of plans for the future. and I'm looking forward towards the future, what is going to be bringing us, of course, because yeah, I've been meeting so many people in the space here, in the cryptocurrency space, and they all say to me, "Oh, Rover, you're just 20 years old. I mean, bro, your future's so bright." And I mean, it's pretty funny because a lot of the people in the space are like 25 or 30 or even beyond, of course. So I'm very happy to be so young, because you know, once you're young, in like 4 or 5 years time from now on, I will be so much more developed from up the point that I'm right now on. So I'm looking forward towards all the experience I'm going to do up here, and it's going to be very, very bullish. It's going to be very exciting because the experience that we're going to do up here all together is going to be creation. It's going to be helping us out eventually in the future. So I'm looking forward towards the experience that we're going to have here. So in 5 years time from now on, looking forward towards it. No simp, no, not at all. Wise man. Let me see. Hard work pays off, indeed. That's the point. I mean, the point is, do you rather make life changing wealth or make love right now? I mean, that's for everyone differently right now. But I don't care about these things right now here in my life, because yeah, work also as a commentator. Yeah, indeed. Maybe one day I would love to work in Formula One. I've said it several times before. This is well my future plans. I do want to be one day be there in the paddock and do stuff over there. So that's pretty cool. You're very nice guys. It's very nice to know here. Thanks for everything. No problem. I like to discuss these things with you guys out there. I think it's very exciting. In the Netherlands, you can drink from 18. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, I don't really care about drinking, to be honest. Especially right now, you can't do anything here in the Netherlands because everything is locked up. So we can't do anything. We can't do anything right now. So that's the thing that you have to know here. Yeah, indeed, you can. But I mean, yeah, you can't do anything because everything after 5 p.m. everything closes in the Netherlands. Because yeah, I don't know why. So, let me see. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward towards the coming years ahead of myself. I mean, of course, focusing on the years right now, but I'm curious on where I will be standing as a person in 5 years time from now. But I think everyone should do so. I mean, just focus on the things that you like in your life. Like crypto is my passion, so I make my work for my passion. So if you do have a passion for something, I have a passion for as well YouTube. I like doing YouTube. I always, once I was small, I have a lot of channels before where I made stupid content. Once I was 12 years old, I made stupid videos on YouTube because I liked YouTube. I like talking to audience. I like talking. I just like talking. That's the point. So these things you start to like here, and combining these two passions is definitely a lovely thing to do. And you know what always my dream was, once I was like 13 years old, I always wanted to be reaching that 100K target to get that button, you know, that YouTube play button. It's a crazy thing. It's a very weird ambition, but that's a goal I've always had in life, and I don't know, I want to reach it. And of course, if I have that one, I want to reach 1 million. I mean, I always set goals for myself, and I think it's important in life to set goals for yourself. But if I can reach it, I mean, I will be very proud of myself at that point. Let me see. From now on, I like to dip from a blow of top. I mean, I'm looking forward towards the coming month ahead of us. You like talking, yes? Yeah, probably you already recognize it, but yeah, indeed, I like talking to you guys out there, and I like talking the whole time, and I don't know, because I just talk way too much probably in my streams, and as well, way too fast. But yeah, Bitcoin starts to be curving back up. But let's go a little bit back toward, of course, we're keeping our eyes out on the analysis, but you see the last few let's say, minutes of the stream, few hours of stream, we are going to talk a little bit more here, and of course, if you do want to be seeing in-depth analysis, of course, we do usually do it in the beginning of the stream here, because we already discussed quite a lot of our Bitcoin thoughts here. That's the reason why. So let's see what we do have over here. Who's going to win this weekend? I hope Max. You should have a motivational podcast. I know, you know, I'm right now looking to be buying an extra home, and one thing that's going to come for sure is going to become a very cool studio. So I mean, right now I do have a little bit of a studio, but it's going to be walled differently. Like, where I can as well invite guests to watch my streams. So if you guys do like that, there's going to be a lot of things chasing up here on the channel. There's going to be some extra guests coming as well. And there are going to be more discussions on the stream, right? So because I like discussing things because it just is very nice to discuss stuff about crypto with each other, because two different opinions is very good on the market, right? So looking forward towards doing that. I think it's going to be very exciting. And as well, what we want to be starting is a podcast as well, because yeah, I like talking and podcast about certain subjects. So we're making, let's say, podcasts about certain crypto subjects. So I'm looking forward to it. Maybe as well some other stuff about real life and about struggles, etc. in life. But yeah, cool. And we'll have a look at Avalanche, of course. We already checked Avalanche, of course, earlier today in the stream. Avalanche looks to be consolidating in this very significant pattern, right? So I think Avalanche is right now in this consolidation phase here. It's bouncing back towards higher ranges, and how it should be approaching Avalanche is like approaching this red box of resistance ahead of ourselves is going to be a major resistance target. If we do break the top side of resistance, we can still get rejected from the high over here and still come down from this point. So please take it in consideration. We are in a downtrend right now. We're still forming higher lows along the way up. So yeah, we're definitely in a consolidation phase right now for Avalanche. So I do not think we're going to set a new all-time high anytime soon here. I do think we're losing a lot of value and a lot of strength right now. So it's important to right now to wait to see how about Avalanche is going to be reacting towards the market, of course. I'm 31 and I like to enjoy. I enjoy watching my fellow Dutchies. So it's very lovely that the country members are, of course, supporting each other. When will you be 20? I will first do a 12-hour stream. Like I said several times before on the channel, I'm right now preparing myself for the 12-hour stream I'm going to do, because I will do it one day, probably in December, especially because right now we are very cold, right? It's very cold outside right now, right? So it's a good time to be streaming at these times here. But when will I do it? I don't know exactly yet here. But right now I'm preparing myself already, because I'm doing like these 2 or 5 hour streams a day. So I'm already making myself ready for these long streams, of course. Bought my first AirPods a couple days ago to listen to Rover while I'm working, washing dishes, and going to the toilet, etc. Very good reason to be buying your AirPods. Everyone buy AirPods. No, just kidding. Limit order on $265 on Medic, going for it long. Let me see what Medic is currently doing. Of course, Medic is still continuously growing, continuously shooting up here, like you can see in the recent hours. It's coming up very quickly. 2.65 cents is going to be a really good target here. $2.65 particularly close towards the all-time high. Should say, yeah, Medic can for sure easily increase further on from this point, but the risk is most certainly increasing. What you can see, if the daily candle is going to close like this here on Medic, let's say we're going to close, of course, not confirmed yet. Massive momentum loss here on the RSI. You can clearly see lower high can confirmed on the RSI. Over here, like you can see, and of course, this is very easy analysis. You can clearly see price action forming higher highs, RSI forming lower highs. So yeah, the market can easily increase further on from up this point. But for sure, it is showing us an increasing risk on the market by accumulating at around these ranges. So yeah, if you're already holding your Medic tokens, it's a good job here. Well, Bitcoin is shooting up, by the way, guys. Bitcoin is shooting up very quickly, by the way. I just see it. So what we do see, Medic, of course, increasing. If you're already holding your tokens, I don't think it's bad at all. But if you're going to be right and looking to accumulate your Medic tokens around this time, I do think you're buying into towards a little bit more of a significant risk here, of course. So please take it into consideration. I do not think Medic is a bad buy at all, but if you're going to be buying it around this range, I think it's a little bit more. If you're already holding it, it's not bad, but if you're going to be buying it over here, you're buying most certainly towards a bigger risk here. So that's very, very exciting. Ever been to India? No, I've never been there before. Still really discovering the world here. The SEC just denied the appeal on the spot ETFs in America, which sucks. Is that just in? Is it just in news? 15 hours ago. Denies the wisdom ETF here. So I just see this article. The block, of course. So SEC denies the wisdom Shree's spot ETF for the Bitcoin proposal. I mean, eventually they have to be accepting it. Of course, a lot of future ETFs already, but of course, future ETFs are not the thing that I do like to have here. I want to see physical backed Bitcoin spot ETFs, of course. So yeah, future ETFs are maybe still bring down Bitcoin, of course, eventually. What we can see here, Securities and Exchanges Commission, so the SEC. Oh, what is this? Has rejected the Wisdom Tree's proposal to list a Bitcoin exchanges traded fund here in ETF, of course, making it the second rejection order to come down in this wave of applications for spot-based Bitcoin ETFs here. So they right now can absolutely could start maybe to pre-approving these ETFs for spot Bitcoin spot here. The commission cited the lack of surveillance, sharing agreements, and the subsequent curb of fraudulent manipulative practices in the spot market. The commission concludes that it's pretty unfortunate that they're still going to be denying it, but of course it will become one day that the spot ETFs will be getting approved here for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin shoot up, came down already a little bit here. Would you hold for a possible all-time high on Medic? Of or would you take profit? I'm asking myself. I mean, no, I'm not going to give any financial advice here, of course. But could you hold for a new all-time high? I think it's likely to expect Matic is going to still set a new all-time high. I think it's likely. But you should, if you're right now, it depends on how big of a profit you are, right? If you're already in, let's say you bought Matic at $1, while it is even shooting up further, guys, this is literally crazy, man, what we're seeing. I mean, while the price action is increasing, like you can see, it's 1 to 1 hour, we're losing strength here on the daily time frame, the 4 hour and the 1 hour chart. It's not bad to take profits. I should never go all out. I mean, you can take partial profits to lock in profits along the way up here, so you're at least locked in some profits, right, at $2.40, right? So definitely very much worth it, in my opinion. In my opinion, how I should be approaching this is just take profits along the way up here, scale out once the market, set some targets for yourself. I don't know, let's say you bought at $1, you're going to be taking profits on $2, $2.50, $2.75, $2.80, $2.90, $3, and you're going to take every single time 10% out or 5% out. So you're going to lock in your profits for a good average price here. That's how I should be ready to approach it. I mean, sell partially off every single time. Yeah. What's your educational degree? I don't know how you say that. I think in England you call it university, but in the Netherlands it's like I'm going to search it up here. I don't know. It's like senior general secondary school. Senior general. Yeah, senior general secondary education. That's how you say it, I think. So that's my education, but then afterwards it stopped. So yeah, I think, I don't know, and I did like there were like 2 degrees I did like pre-university and education and senior general secondary education. That's how you call it in English. But of course, every single country have a different education system. Who's mod here? Blocking someone for posting 2-3 times in between 3 minutes is not spam. That's a very good one. I don't know. There's a message for the moderators. It's not for me. Let me see. Creative, indeed. You should be a moderator, I'm honest. I mean, creative, you definitely deserve the moderator rank. Let me see in the chat what you guys say. So Bitcoin last 40 minutes. Oh, sorry, no, this is still last 44 minutes. Excuse me, I was a little bit saying it incorrectly. I right now I'm looking for my own house, and I'm probably going to be buying it. And I'm not going to be buying like in a big city. I'm going to be buying a house outside of the city. Because you know why I'm going to do so. I'm going to be buying a house outside of the city. In the Netherlands, it's smart because in the city it's way too. I mean, I want to be having, what I do like about a house is having a big portion of land. In the Netherlands, in the city, you can't buy a big portion. Of course, you can do so, but you're just overpaying for it. So I want to be making like a dream house. That's what I would want to be making, and that's the reason why I'm not going to be buying into a city. So I'm going to be most likely buy it because, you know, I mean, of course, house prices are very high here, but you know what is in the Netherlands? In the Netherlands, the space is so occupied. There's not a lot of space here, so still the prices are going to be staying high, even though the bubble is going to pop here, right? In the Netherlands, it's way differently. The space is so occupied here in the Netherlands. There's almost no space to live here, basically. So indeed, I think like buying a house for us towards the east is going to be very smart in my opinion, because the southeast are probably a little bit around that range. There's not really a lot of houses there yet, but this is way cheaper to be buying a very big portion of land, right? And that's of course what I do like. Belgian Rover, yeah, I mean, I do really like the Netherlands, so we'll see you in the Netherlands. Hey Rover, El Salvador is out of the city. I mean, El Salvador, I will be visiting El Salvador as soon as the Bitcoin city is done there. I don't know, maybe it's going to take 2 or 3 years from now on, but for sure I'm going to go there. It's going to be very exciting. Belgian Rover, I know, Belgium is very cheap in terms of its houses. But I mean, I don't like the roads in Belgium. And look at VeChain, of course, can look at it. But I don't like the roads in Belgium. So VeChain, of course, have been saying it several times here. I do like to see the support line getting touched still for the massive accumulation for a new swing trade position. I'm in a little bit of a position right now. I'm already accumulating a long position on VeChain, around the 11 cents here. But of course, for me, I set up several levels to accumulate around the 10.8 cents and 10.6 cents, etc. And that's of course on the upper support line. Would love to touch that level to, of course, accumulate a new VeChain extra big VeChain position, because yeah, I want to be trading VeChain towards the upside because I think it's a good hold here. 4-hourly time frame, VeChain starting to form a high low, very bullish in my opinion. Finally in the bullish structure. Is getting created towards the upside, and Yup is saying $1,200 for 15 square meter. 15 square meter for $1,200. That's pretty crazy, of course. Utrecht, I do know it. I live myself as well right in Utrecht, and it's crazy, but I do like living here. I do like the city, of course, and do have all my friends and family over here. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, but it's indeed an expensive city. I literally live as well in the city myself, so pretty good. But yeah, what you can see over here, VeChain 11.7 cents right now. You can clearly see a high low getting formed on this market. I'm looking forward towards where we could be heading towards, but this does look clearly like a reversal structure currently creating the market, still top side. Providing resistance on VeChain right now as well. We do still have this downward sloping resistance line from the highs, of course, for VeChain getting created here. Yeah, I'm particularly excited about the project. I think it's a very fair value you're right now accumulating your tokens for. Approaching the 12 cents again here. It has to be breaking some sort of levels of resistance ahead of ourselves. But yeah, I'm looking forward towards where we could be heading towards from this point, guys. But yeah, I'm very excited about what we could be having here for VeChain. Of course, the 12.5 cents is the level that we do want to be breaking on the top side over here. As soon as we do break the top side of resistance over here, yeah, we could be looking for further continuation up. 1 hour candle close above, 4 hour candle close above it. The retest could be a very strong accumulation zone. For a continuation up here, of course, if this W structure does increase towards its high and of course does break out, could be approaching for $14 very quickly again here. So VeChain can run up very quickly. Take your eyes wide open on VeChain right now here. So yeah, it's going to be most likely shows a lot of volatility. It's a very great buy right now, in my opinion. The only thing I miss on your channel is some electronic music in the background. I mean, I usually did some music in the background before, but I'm not doing it anymore. Let me see. Because some people annoying themselves about the music. I think B Pro could be a 10x gem. The cycle chart looks very bullish. Never looked into what's a project here, to be honest. Be 10x. I mean, so the chart looks. Oh man, I looked at it before. I looked at it way before. Here in March. So yeah, B Pro. March 2021. I mean, this is quite a while ago. So yeah, you can clearly see indeed that does looks quite interesting, to be honest. Like you can see over here, topside resistance, major resistance target from the highs here. So it's forming a major consolidation phase here. Of course, you can clearly see we've seen several times rejections from the highs here. I would like to see, of course, stuff getting broken, and it looks to be so far. Yeah, we did retested this level on the high several times before, and we got rejected by this level on the top side several times before as well. So yeah, what we do want to be seeing right now on this level is break this top side of resistance. As soon as we do break this top side of resistance, yeah, this could be leading towards a very significant continuation up here as well. You could be looking at the very strong upward sloping support and as well from the lower ranges. Looking forward towards what we could be getting from up that point, of course. So yeah, pretty excited about what we currently can see about this market. But yeah, B Pro is looking for sure very good right now. It's looking for sure very strong right now, and yeah, it's gonna be for sure doing a very easy multiple of 10 or 2x easily towards the all-time highs, of course. So yeah, pretty excited what we can see over here. And of course, from the pre-sale, it came down massively. Holy damn! I mean, you're not even aware about this. I mean, oh, from the pre-sale, it was all way. Oh my gosh. This token is down massively from the open of the market, of course. So it was getting listed way too high then in this case. So B Pro coming down so quickly from the launch. So yeah, pretty interesting what we do have over there on the token. But yeah, right now you want to be witnessing and waiting for the breakthrough on the top side, of course, for a continuation further on towards higher ranges. So yeah, I'm looking forward towards that right now to be happening, of course, on this market. So I'm going to keep my eyes wide open on that. As well, Cardano, of course, we already checked Cardano before. Cardano is, of course, looking like a bull flag scenario, and that's as well how we will be approaching it. Cardano is forming a consolidation phase of this bull flag. As soon as the bull flag does break here, we could be looking for a massive continuation towards the upside. So that's what we are right now going to be aiming for. So please give the market some time here for some more, consolidation and continuation towards the upside. But it does clearly look right now that we are right now seeing, of course, this bull flag scenario getting formed there, and this could be leading towards a significant continuation towards the upside. Thanks for streaming every single day, no problem. We can do a beer in Utrecht. I mean, I don't really drink beer or whatsoever. Would be cool to switch some ideas, of course. I mean, if I'm around here, I mean, it's very hard because everyone wants to meet you. I never been there in that scenario. Of course, everyone wants to meet you, and sometimes the time is of course very tight here, of course. But yeah, for sure, if you send me a DM on Instagram, I can check it out here. If there are some availabilities, of course. Bitcoin is so boring right now. Is what Freak is saying over here. Pretty true here. I'm going to eat broche patat. That's very nice. I've never eaten it, to be honest. Adana. Launching 1 p.m. UTC Metaverse tokens. It's been top. I mean, I should be very careful with the Metaverse tokens because they're pretty overhyped. Metaverse tokens are pretty overhyped in my opinion right now. But Spin Top is going to get launched in a few hours, so very interesting. Going to do ICO price 1 cent, 30 million tokens, so it's a very low market cap and a very low raise that they are doing. They're doing a raise of let me see, $100,000 then. That's a very low raise that sorry, $300,000. It's a pretty low raise here, so be careful with that. Of course, you could be making some very good gains with it. Let me see. Bitcoin long right now or wait. Should for sure, if you want to be looking at long positions, wait for some confirmations. Maybe wait for the 12-hour breakout. This could be for sure show us where the market is really heading towards. But right now we're going in towards the last 35 minutes here. So last 35 minutes could be of course show us quite a lot of the volatility in the market back. Volatility on the market is going to be quite interesting right now, guys. By the way, we're about to smash it up towards 820 subscribers, guys. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel right now. We'll be truly appreciate if you're going to be smashing it up like now. If you're going to be smashing it up right now, will be truly amazing. Did your family supported your decision to drop out of school, or did you first need to prove them? I mean, my father was indeed supporting me, but my mother, no. My mother was not liking it that I was dropping out of school. My mother was very afraid I was like throwing my life on a garbage, you know, on some garbage, you know. So yeah, my father as well was afraid, but my mother especially, she was not supporting it necessarily. But my father was as well been previously around an entrepreneur and has felt as an entrepreneur, of course. But I've learned a lot here. But he does like to see me trying different stuff out as well. I'm very grateful for my parents because they allowed me to invest in crypto once I was 15 years old. I mean, I don't know a lot of friends of mine. Not a lot of friends of mine. They were not looking at crypto. They were not allowed to invest as well. Their parents were not allowing them to invest in crypto because yeah, if you're 15, you're still pretty young here. You have to grant access and grant proof from your parents, right? So I'm very happy that they allowed me to invest in crypto because that was life changing for me. Because if they said no at that point, I was never in this position, of course, because I was never find out about how successful crypto could be, right? So they told me at that point as well. My father told me, he told me the story, like, yeah, once I was like your age, I invested as well. Like he invested in all kinds of stocks, you know, and he lost a lot of money. And he said to me, I want you to lose money as well, so you can find out about that investing is nothing for you. And then I made, of course, I made so much money with investing in crypto. And it was like the whole other way around. So I'm very happy, very happy. I started investing beginning 2016. So yeah, it was 2016 or 2015. It was, let's say, January or February 2016. It was basically end 2015 where I first heard about it, and first 2016 I started investing in it. Just reported and blocked an imposter on Twitter. Yeah, I mean, guys, there are a lot of imposters that are trying to be copy pasting me, of course. So please be careful for that. So yeah, pretty cool. If you have $1,000 right now, would you be trading in? I will be for sure. If I only had $1,000, I would not all trade it. I would for sure look at some low cap gems here. Well, yeah, trading takes a long time to learn. Of course, trading is not a thing that you learn overnight here. So it takes a long time to learn. So I mean, how I learned trading as well. Just use the testnet of BYBIT. BYBIT is a testnet that you can just trade on it with on the testnet basically. So that's pretty cool. Should suggest to do that. How did you build your knowledge of trading? YouTube. YouTube is really my knowledge. I mean, I watch so many different people, and then eventually you're going to make your own analysis. You're going to make your own opinion about certain markets, and watching a lot of stuff here on the internet has just helped me a lot. The internet, just Google. You're your best friend. Google's your best friend. So yeah, building up knowledge is just a question of time. It's just a matter of time. If you if you're investing money, if you're investing time long enough, you're eventually going to be gathering all the knowledge that you eventually need to become successful. So yeah, I'm also just 16 years old, and I've made 50 US dollar, and I'm not going to be opening a 10x loan. I mean, how I invested once I was 15 years old. I invested 500 euros at that time. It was quite a lot of my savings, of course, at that time. But yeah, I literally made a 60 to 80x at that point. So that was pretty crazy what we did at that time here. Of course, I bought in all stupid altcoins, and then of course in the bear market, I did it with my friends, because my friends, I have like 2 years older friends at that point, so they were already allowed to invest on all kinds of stuff, you know. And then in the bear market, we all bought the same coins. It was pretty funny, you know. So me and my friends, we became pretty wealthy because of crypto. Because yeah, then we were chilling with each other, and we worked at the same place. We worked at McDonald's at that time. I worked at McDonald's, pretty funny, you know. From McDonald's towards a millionaire in like 2 years time. It's pretty cool. So I worked at McDonald's, and my friends, we were saying, oh guys, let's buy up some cryptos, you know, let's buy up some cryptos. So we bought like Zcoin. At that time we bought like Verge. We bought Reccoin. We bought all these stupid coins as well. Ethereum Classic is still around right now, pumped massively, corrected massively, and it's still absolutely shit coin. I bought into a lot of shitcoins, but in 2017, every single shitcoin was pumping to the moon. That is how it was. But right now, of course, I learned a lot, you know. But right now, in this cycle, I can tell you already, not all the shitcoins are going to push up, unless, of course, Dogecoin and Shiba, etc. But the majority of shitcoins are not going to be pumping up right now here. It's just like, those were the times of 2017. Right now, there are fundamentally coins that are pushing up here. It's not like a coin that is going to go very, very, very quickly here. What is your biggest loss? I mean, it depends on how you're approaching your loss, because yeah, I did not sort the top, of course, for every single coin. So do you see that as a loss? Yeah, then I see it as a loss here at that point, because that loss was pretty big for that time here. But yeah, I lost a lot of money here as well in the bear market buying. I've bought into some projects that literally make me a loss on right now still, you know. So of course that's pretty unfortunate. I bought like 1,000 euros of Z coin, and that coin was like, I bought it at that day for $7 or $8, and it's right now still $12. So made not a lot of fortune of it, but of course I bought as well a lot of Cardano, etc. other coins, so it's pretty good. But at that time it was of course a lot of money for me, but right now it's way different. So yeah, looking good. That's why my burger took so long. I mean, I was a king burger, man. I was burger flipping. But like it's brainless work. But yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, it's pretty funny story. Like that I worked at McDonald's, and then afterwards you become a millionaire because of crypto. You know, it's a whole different story. But it's I like the story, of course. And of course, if I'm going to look back to my life in 20 years from now, and I'm going to be very happy with all the decisions I made so far in my life. And of course, that's also how it should be here. You should be very happy if you're going to look back to your life, to your decision that you made here, because every single decision I made in my life, I hated working at McDonald's. It is the best decision I've ever made in my life here, because if I never worked at McDonald's, I never find out about Bitcoin so early, of course, because my friends were all invested in Bitcoin at that time here, and they caught me in here. Let me see. China banned crypto in India. Sorry, China banned crypto. India is regulating it. So yeah, it's pretty good. India, of course, massively investing in crypto as well. And of course, a lot of people that live in India, you know, so many people live in India, and that's going to be having a very good effect on the market. Yeah, a very good effect on the market. The Asian market is definitely a market that the Bitcoin and cryptos can still grow quite a lot in. Of course, it's already pretty big there. There's still a lot of growth opportunities, of course. What time is your appointment today? It's 3:30 p.m. So in 3 hours from now on, to be exact, 3 hours from now on. So let me see. I like when you do story time, you should start vlogging. No, I'm not going to vlog, man. I'm not a person that can keep a camera there, and I'm not going to do it. I'm going to make some vlogs here. That's only once I'm going to be buying once I'm going to be buying my first supercar. I'm going to be making a vlog here on the channel, and just do some funny stuff, you know. If I'm going to do like very interesting stuff, I'm going to make some vlogs here, but it's going to be very exciting. Do you have a picture with working on McDonald's? Cool story, bye. I probably have some pictures. I have to look it up here. I do have some. very weird selfies with my colleagues. That's what I have, probably not pictures from myself only alone. I do was like, I don't know if you know it, I was like crew trainer. I was like the OG savage over there at that point, but it was pretty cool. At that time I was flexing on everyone because I was crew trainer. Your life could be in a movie, flipping burgers into flipping millions. Yeah, true. I mean, for sure. I think in like 10 years time or so I would like to write a book. Pretty cool. Crypto will be treated as an asset in India, not no ban, indeed. But yeah, indeed, that's very, very lovely to see here. But guys, right now, 26 minutes away before closing the 4-hourly candle, 12-hourly candle as well. So it's going to be very crucial right now where the market is heading towards. To be honest, there's not a lot of volatility over here. Dollar index shooting up a little bit here in the last, 30 minutes from up this point. So pretty interesting. Ethereum still doing its thing here. Ethereum, performing pretty well here, to be honest. Compared to Bitcoin, Ethereum is indeed forming particularly well here. So loving to see, of course, Ethereum increase its valuation. So looking good. Looking very good for Ethereum right now, so far at least. So 26 more minutes here. I've got a Porsche GT. Yeah, my Porsche is very good. My dad really wants me to buy a Porsche, but I want to buy a different car. Thanks for content and transparency. I mean, I like to be transparent, and of course, I mean, I like to be always be transparent. And guys, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, don't forget to do so right now. We truly appreciate it. So many questions coming in the chat. So many questions. So let me quickly run up through from some other coins as well here. See what we're currently experiencing on these coins. As well, highly anticipated coin is Chainlink, Oracle coin, of course, used in a lot of projects. Very good coin that's going to be continuously, keep rising in my opinion. I'm looking forward towards where Chainlink is going to be ending. I'm definitely very excited about Chainlink and where it is heading towards. Very, very excited about what we currently can see about Chainlink. Chainlink, of course, continuously keeps growing towards higher targets, of course. Keeps forming higher lows on the market as well. So that is, of course, a thing that I'm definitely looking forward towards where it is heading towards from this range over here, of course, over here. So keeps forming higher lows right now on the market, looking particularly good. As well, keeps continuously setting higher highs. So this does look, of course, as well, particularly strong right now on the market. But yeah, Chainlink indeed doing a pretty good job right now here on its performance over here. Of course, what we can see is clearly it's forming higher lows in this market, so the trend is still definitely basing towards higher range. Of course, on the 4-hourly candles, we have been still trending in the downtrend. We still have been forming lower highs here, so trending still towards the downside. But while we're trending down here, looks to be we're already starting to be forming, of course, these higher lows on the market. So higher lows getting formed here, that's looking particularly good here. Higher lows getting formed on the market, continuously giving the increasement in valuation for Chainlink. Of course, what we can see over here is that we're forming, of course, this higher low trajectory right now. Higher low trajectory is, of course, looking particularly good here. And I definitely can't wait to see where we could be heading towards from this point. Of course, down so resist line from the highs. And it's of course looking particularly good over here. So down so resist line from the highs, upper so support line. I think, we could be definitely seeing apex getting reached anytime soon for Chainlink. And it could be leading towards some more volatility to come back towards this market. But it could be, of course, extremely excited to see here and to have for this market right now here. Because, Chainlink squeezing its price action towards an apex is only going to result in furthermore volatility on this market, of course. So, of course, if you do want to be trading Chainlink as well, don't forget to check out here BYBIT in the link description. BYBIT will be offering you a way to trade the market right now. And, of course, for a lot of people that don't understand yet here, if you do want to be trading the market, this is the time. This is the time to be trading the market, because once markets are down, you should be starting to be, of course, accumulating swing trades, because that's, of course, the most professional time and the most powerful time to be accumulating positions is once the market is down. Because once the market is down, it's a way easier job to be accumulating good positions in the market, because it will be allowing you to be accumulating swing trade positions against a very, very fair price and a fair valuation. So I'm looking forward towards what we're going to get here, but Chainlink is definitely as well one of these coins that's particularly trading it against a lower risk right now, and that's, of course, lovely to see, of course. So love to see as well. We do see Solana as well curving up very quickly, and let me quickly go over and enable the chart in front of my screen here. Solana keeps continuously rallying towards the upside. Of course, it's losing quite a lot of strength right now on this continuation towards the upside. That's for sure a thing that you have to be looking out for. If it's going to set another high here, it's going to form a bearish divergence, because it's losing a lot of strength right now on the trend here, and such a correction is not a thing that you would like to see here. 4-hourly candles, if it's going to close like this, forming as well bearish divergence, keep your eyes wide open on that one. Solana looking particularly good here, to be honest, not looking all too bad, but still, it is indeed losing a little bit of its strength here on the lower time frames right now. So that's of course a thing that you should be looking out for right now here, and that's a thing that you should be taking your eyes wide open on, of course, right now. So yeah, pretty excited what we do see over here, and pretty excited about where we could be heading towards from up this point for the Solana network, of course. So I'm very excited about what we could be having over here. Most likely further continuation is going to be likely from this point, so it's going to be very excited about what we could be granting, from up this point, of course, for Solana. So 236 US dollars is the level that we're currently trading on, and it does look, of course, quite strong here. Solana dropping again. Yeah, indeed, we do see it. Of course. So yeah, pretty exciting. Rover, isn't Bitcoin making a W on the 30-minute chart? We will be checking it for a second. I mean, yeah, you could be approaching like a W. I mean, yeah, for sure, you could be approaching like a W. Top side resistance, of course, in this case. Bottom getting formed, second bottom getting formed, and we look to be, of course, forming a W. And of course, this W could be having a wider positive effect on the market. Let me take a quick sip of my water. Yeah, this W could be having a particular positive effect on the market, of course, because yeah, such a W could be most likely lead towards a further continuation towards the upside. Such a W could be leading towards, yeah, of course, for sure, further continuation towards the upside. It could be leading towards higher targets in general getting reached here. So yeah, I'm looking forward towards what this will be bringing here, of course, towards the Bitcoin price section. But yeah, once again, going to say this, as long as we're not breaking above the highs here, and as long as the 30-minute candle is not going to close a little bit higher, we're not going to look for a breakout. As well, question, is it a good time to be buying Rune? Of course, Rune did delay their mainnet getting launched here. So it's a good buy here. I've been talking about it several times today. A lot of people tend to start talking about Rune over here. Has been trading horizontal level. Where my best accumulation for Rune is going to be here is going to be for sure on the lower side of this upper subject support line. As soon as we do see this upper subject support line getting touched here, I definitely would love to see start to be accumulating around this level here. So I'm looking forward towards what we could be getting at the point. $9.55 could be the level that we can start to be accumulating a good amount of runes, of course. But currently what we can see as well in this market is that on the 4-hourly candles we are bouncing between these ranges high and low. So I'm looking forward towards what we could be getting. What time is the party? I don't know. Which party? Let me know. But yeah, indeed, I think Rune is right now. I mean, in the short term, you could be accumulating it, but of course, on the wider scale, we'd like to accumulate on the lower range here, and top range is going to be your distribution range here on the top side. So yeah, it's definitely still an accumulation. The mainnet should have been getting launched on the 25th of December. Unfortunately, it got delayed. So right now it will be later in Q1 2022. So I'm very curious about that. As soon as, of course, the mainnet is going to get locked in here, it's going to be allowing Rune, of course, to most likely shoot up further on towards higher targets. So yeah, is Rune a bad buy for the coming 3 months ahead of ourselves? No, I don't think so. So I'm looking forward to it. So Bitcoin getting still rejection by the 57,000 US dollars. Let me see what we could be having from the 57,000 US dollars. So it's going to be quite exciting as well. The weekend is, of course, coming closer towards us right here. The weekend come out. Today is Friday. Today is the last day before the weekend is going to start here. So, of course, Friday is definitely very lovely here. We love the weekends, of course. The weekends is usually a little bit less volatility, so it's going to be a little bit unfortunate. But last time in the weekend, we pumped up 10%. So are we going to get a similar weekend? Will be truly amazing. But let's see what we could be having here. What percent of your capital will you be spending on your car? Maximum 10% here. Maximum 10%. Maximum 10% on the car. Even less. I think even less. Of course, maximum 10% of your net worth can be in a car. Maximum 10%. Of course, not total net worth, but like say if you're going to buy a car, it has to be 10% or less. So I rather should be below the 7% in my opinion. Because a car is a waste of your money, and that 10% you could have been as well investing into different assets to make more money, of course. Because eventually, if you're going to be buying a car right now, you could have been probably buying 2 cars in a year from that point. But at least that's how I have it. If we close to 58k, then it's moon time. I mean, yeah, for sure. If we close above the 58.8k, I think it's going to be definitely moon time here. But so far, it does not look to be that we're ready going to do so. As well, we're only 70 minutes away from it right now, so we're coming pretty close towards that candle close over here. Guys, let's see what we do have over here, of course. So we're particularly close to the candle close right now, and I think we're coming pretty close right here. I think we are coming very close, 70 more minutes. So yeah, we're finding a particular big rejection right now in the 30-minute time frame from the highs. Let's see. Way less, 5% for sure. I mean, 5% is even better, of course. Cars are a very bad investment, of course. It's nice to have, but cars is a very bad investment. I think that the 59k will be a good spot. I mean, 59k, if we're going to close above that range, it's going to be indeed shows a lot of increasements towards the upside. Higher target. In what year do you see Bitcoin hitting 1 million? I think it's going to be way earlier than everyone expects. 2023 maybe 2020, yeah, 2023 or maybe 2024. The reason why I do say it's going to reach it so early is because inflation, because the dollar will be literally collapse, and that will the reason why Bitcoin is going to be shooting up very, very quickly and towards higher targets, what no one expects here. As well, question, what's your opinion about Shiba? I think it's an, I think Shiba is an coin, and I think it's not a good investment. I think Shiba is like a coin you buy if you want to be seeing, like if you buy Shiba, just approach it like you threw your money in a garbage can, and you're maybe going to be finding your garbage can in a few years from now. Like just do nothing. I think it's a good investment. It's a shitty investment, and of course I want everyone on the leg up here. Everyone was excited with Shiba, and I told the story about my friends. His mother bought into Shiba, and she sent me a DM on Instagram, and she asked me, is Shiba a good buy? I just bought it. And that showed me Shiba was a shit buy, because if the average Joe is buying into Shiba at such a high place, it shows you it's a shit buy. I'm sorry for that mother, of course, if she listens, but it's definitely not good if Shiba is a bad buy here, because if the average Joe is starting to be buying and getting excited with Shiba, it's a bad buy. It's a meme coin. It has no fundamental worth, and I think it's irresponsible to be buying this token at so high ranges here. While it was trading on the P7 or P8 coin here on the coin market cap. Of course, the levels of a range trading on could be maybe good range of accumulation, but Shiba is most likely going to come down further on from this level, in my opinion. I think Shiba is a bad investment, and of course, if you're going to hold Shiba, don't say it's going to go to $1, because if Shiba goes to $1, you want to be quickly see this coin market cap. Shiba go to the $1, it has to be having an 38 trillion, sorry, 549 trillion market capitalization. And is Shiba going to be the world biggest asset all over the world, the 100 times as big as gold, 100 times as big as gold? No, it's never going to do so, of course. So Shiba is not going to reach the $1. That's a thing that you can keep out of your head. Yeah, it's just a shitty coin, of course, and I think yeah, you could hold it, but just don't approach it like it's a good investment. Just if you're holding this token, just see like you have some Shiba, and it's not like you should be not expecting you're going to make a 10x or so. So that's the point. Running as we speak, Shiba is indeed moving up a little bit as we speak here, but yeah, I think Shiba is a bad coin to be investing in. Maybe you could be making some short-term flips, of course, but I think, yeah, you should be very careful with Shiba over here. I think you should be very careful. Meme coins for the masses. I mean, meme coins eventually. I mean, I do hold some meme tokens that could be maybe still explode here. Very low cap meme coins. Because yeah, I'm just for fun purposes. But Shiba is not going to do a 100x anymore because the market cap is too big here. So if you really want to be investing in meme coins, just buy very low cap meme coins that could be maybe still explode, right? So I mean, no, I'm not going to make very good profits with Shiba whatsoever. So I'm going to stay away from it. I don't hold any Shiba as well. I only hold some Dogecoin. You're wrong. I bought Shiba at 0.0. I mean, yeah, if you bought it so low, you made good profits, but you're not going to be making good profits anymore right now. That's the whole point. You're not going to make good profits anymore right now. That's the whole point. So please take that in consideration. I do think it's irresponsible to be buying it right here. The big profits already came here. Of course, the profits from the lows here. If you did bought the lows over there, yeah, you made an approximately 10x, of course. But that's not going to make a 10x from now on anymore. That's the point. So yeah, that's the point. That's the point. I love you. I love you too. I love everyone, of course. Of course, if you haven't already subscribed, guys, to the channel, don't forget to check it out here. Below this video, you see a red button. You can press it, and you can become a subscriber as well on the channel, which is really amazing. S&P forming let me see, a W on the chart. Yesterday, S&P formed already a W on the chart on the lower time frames, of course. And I don't know why this is out of nowhere shifted towards the upside. But it looks to be that we're forming another W on the S&P. So that's, of course, particularly beautiful to see. So you can clearly see over here, we formed a W over here, and right now we're forming another W. So it looks to be that we could be maybe even go for a further continuation up here, and it could be even having a more bullish effect on this market. So yeah, I'm looking forward towards what we could be having here for the S&P, and of course I could be having a wider positive effect as well in the cryptocurrency market. So I'm looking forward towards what we are going to get from at that point here. Hopefully we could be seeing a continuation towards the upside getting created for the S&P. So top side, if we can break it for the S&P, yeah, it's going to be having a more bullish effect on this market. So looking forward towards it. But guys, right now we're getting in towards the last 12 minutes of this 1 hour, 4 hour, 12 hour candle close for Bitcoin. So pretty exciting candle close that we're able to get over here. It's going to be very, very exciting, of course, because yeah, it's going to be most likely going to show us some more volatility on this market, so I'm looking forward towards it here. Just as coins are bad for the image of crypto, and that's the point here. Shiba is hurting the image of crypto. Can you check Polka City, Polcoin, please? First 3 metaverse and still low market cap. I mean, Polka City is pretty cool. Polka City is pretty cool. I think Polka City is definitely a very good coin that you could be looking at. Of course, it's pretty low market cap indeed. Of course, built on the Polkadot ecosystem. So yeah, very exciting. Of course, shoot up pretty fast towards the upside. Moved up towards $240 $2.40 here from the low of 12 cents approximately. Market cap is of course self-circulating supply, so market cap is not official. That's a thing that you should look at. But yeah, Polka City, what is it doing in terms of the price action? It's as well listed on Bitcoin. Of course, it's still it's low volumes, like you can see on these candles. Pretty low volumes what we currently can get over here. But Polka City moved up very quickly. What do I really think about it? Yeah, we're still forming higher highs, but we're forming a massive loss of momentum here on the market as well. So that's for sure a thing that you can take as consideration. You can see significant higher highs getting formed here, but still a massive loss of momentum. Is necessarily a good buy right now? We don't necessarily say yes or no right here, to be honest. Let me quickly check up on the KuCoin chart. It's just got listed as well on KuCoin. That's the reason why it probably shoot up very quickly. That's the reason why it probably shoot up very quickly, Polka City. But yeah, indeed, this is very exciting, and this, of course, the reason why we pushed up last time around. But yeah, what do you really think about it? If they're really going to be making a 3D metaverse, it's pretty cool here, of course, what you can see on their side. So yeah, it could be having a very positive effect on this market here. So yeah, that's what we're going to have here. Of course, I do think the metaverse hype is pretty overhyped right now here, so that could be maybe have still a little bit more of a bearish effect. But yeah, buying into such a low market cap coin, yeah, could be maybe bring you a lot of wealth here. So very exciting, but of course you're not the only one that's anticipating that. So yeah, very exciting, but yeah, we just have to wait and see how it's going to be playing out here. For the technical analysis, it's very hard to say what it's going to do. It's still saying, to be honest with you right now, it's still forming this higher low structure. So as long as we're holding up this range here, it's going to be good. And of course, everything below that could be a little bit more bearish. Of course, in the current time of recording, I do see market forming higher lows. Price action, offshore RSI forming lower lows, so it's forming right now in hidden bullish divergence, like you can see right in the side of the screen, bottom of the screen there. You can see it's forming a hidden bullish divergence, what is of course a little bit more bullish for the stock in here. So yeah, definitely looking forward towards where it could be heading towards right now. And by the way, Bitcoin flipping its 30-minute candle on a big wick on the lower side and continues its trend towards the upside. So it's lovely to see here. Bitcoin curving back up towards higher ranges here. Last 10 minutes, guys, for now. Last 10 minutes, and the clock is ticking. And hopefully we could be seeing some very exciting price action right now getting formed here. Because yeah, the last 10 minutes of the 12-hour, of the 4-hour, of the 1-hour candle close are going to be for sure a little bit more volatile. So please expect it as well, and please take in consideration that Bitcoin could be creating very significant moves right now on these last 8 minutes right now here, because yeah, we are already in the last 8 minutes, not any more than 10 minutes here. So pretty interesting what we do see over here, and very excited about what we could be having from off this point here. Do you think that market caps are real or fake? What do you mean? I mean, a lot of market caps are fake, in my opinion, because a lot of, I mean, you have to look at, sorry, not a lot of market caps are fake here, but you always have to look. I mean, this market cap is fake because it's self-reported supply, but like for Bitcoin, it's not a fake market cap because it's not self-reported supply, you know. So of course, the diluted market cap is basically, for a lot of people don't understand, diluted market cap is the market cap if all tokens will be out here. So yeah, that's going to be then 1.3 trillion, but right now, of course, only 90% of the tokens are out. That's the point. So yeah, please take it as well. A market cap is fake. Yeah, there's not necessarily 1.3 trillion, 1.2 trillion in it, because tokens that are getting minted, that they have, like the tokens that are getting mined right now, they have the worth of 57,000 a coin, but it's not adding more value towards the market. And what is adding more value in towards the market is basically the buy and the market and the market and limit orders that are coming in here. People that are random stepping in, you know, that's adding money towards the ecosystem. And the miners are not adding any money towards the ecosystem. No, they're only securing the network what they're getting paid for. So that's the point. What's up with cake? Is it still a good investment? I think cake is not a good investment. Only cake is a good investment if you're going to be staking it. That is Cake a good investment. If you're going to be buying Cake right now, you're going to stake it, it's a good investment. Otherwise, Cake is a shitty investment. You know why? If you're going to just hodl Cake on your account, it's a very shit buy. You know why? Because Cake has a lot of inflation, because the inflation goes towards all the people that are staking it, you know? So what you can see currently, they have as well unlimited supply. This is the price section, and this is the market cap. So market cap keeps continuously growing. The market cap is not necessarily down, like you can see here. Market cap is totally not down over here. But there's a lot of inflation on this token. So that's the reason why I do think PancakeSwap is a little bit bad. And you can see that there's, of course, a lot of inflation in the token, what could be still dragged the price a little bit down here. So if you're going to hold it as like an investment, you're going to hold your PancakeSwap tokens for, let's say, the coming year, I don't think you should do so. If you're going to stake it for the coming year, yeah, you can do so as well. Because I'm staking some PancakeSwap myself as well. I do stake like what is it, like a lot of tokens, like 100k token, no, not 100k tokens, like 50k tokens or so. So I stake quite a lot of tokens, 40k tokens, to of course gain passive income. So that's pretty good here. So for me, I don't really care that the market is going down, because I still gain passive income, right? So yeah, for sure, PancakeSwap, you're pretty much down right now, so keep your eyes wide open on it. Keep your eyes wide open on it right now. So yeah, pretty exciting what we do have over here. Bitcoin last 5 minutes, guys, right now. Please check Cocktail Bar. It sounds like a shit coin, to be honest. Just hit 50k supply, under 20 million market. It's just 2k holders. I mean, I want to be very careful with these kinds of things here, because a lot of people like they want promotions for their small caps with their own coins, and they're going to try to do it through supported donations. So that's the reason why we'll be very careful with it. So yeah, I can check it. If it's not coin market cap, I can't go over it. Clock USDT is not on coin market cap, so that's pretty unfortunate. I would like to check it on coin market cap. If it's not coin market cap, I can't check it. Yeah, it's not coin market cap, so this is way too low market cap for me to discuss. Very low volumes. I should be very careful with these coins, because you can get dumped on these coins very hardly. So yeah, I do think the metaverse tokens are a little bit overhyped, so I should be very careful with it. And of course, especially these low market caps, I don't really like them, especially if the volumes is so low here on these coins. So yeah, is what I do think about it. That's what I do think about it. Bitcoin USD, 4 more minutes, guys, to go. Rover cheap, please check Loop Ring. Of course, I can go over Loop Ring. Loop Ring is not a shit coin. Loop Ring is a pretty good coin. So yeah, Loop Ring, of course, is continuously maybe for some kind of a bearish flag here. Of course, like you can see, high low structure getting formed here. For sure, important to look at. Top side of resistance getting formed as well, so it looks to be some kind of a parallel channel we're currently creating towards the higher ranges here. So higher highs getting formed here on the market, pretty interesting. Maybe we could be coming down a little bit further before finding some more support. That looks to be some kind of a bearish flag we're creating after the significant rally. The RSI is cooling off massively. RSI is cooling off massively, so this is of course very significantly coming down right now here. So lower highs getting formed on the market. And of course, sorry, on the RSI, high highs on the market getting formed. So yeah, we're losing definitely a lot of strength right now on the Loop Ring price action. I've been already saying it several times before. Loop Ring it went already to exponential. Loop Ring went to exponential, and right now is going to cool off here. So you can clearly see double top getting formed over here. Loop Ring is going to go in towards a cool off period. Loop Ring is going to go into sideways action and going to cool off a little bit more from at this point. So pretty exciting what Loop Ring is currently doing here. Hopefully we could be seeing a further continuation towards the upside getting formed from this point. And I personally do think like Loop Ring over here is like, you can buy it, but it's not going to give you the 10x and 100x anymore right now from this point, right? So please be careful with Loop Ring over here. I do think it's a little bit too overextended over here, of course. So pretty excited about it. So many people talking about Metaverse project, but I think yeah, Metaverse project are not bad, but they're just a little bit overhyped right now, a lot of them. So Bitcoin 4 hour, guys. Bitcoin 4 hour candle is going to close at 2 more minutes from now on. So looks to be a pretty regular 4 hourly close that we're about to get here. So last 2 minutes could be maybe turning up still the volume towards the upside, and hopefully this 30-minute candle close could be as well close a little bit higher with Bitcoin along the trend here towards the upside. So guys, don't forget to smash up the like button as well on the stream if you do enjoy the stream here, of course, and if you do want to be seeing Bitcoin closing a little bit higher, it will be truly amazing if you're going to be then smash up that like button right now here on the stream, guys. It will be truly appreciated. What are your thoughts on Forger? Forge is a very good coin. Forger brings very good returns as well. So I think Forge is a good coin to be hodling, and as well good coin in a good use case to, of course, yield your earnings. So yeah, very good. FEJ do a 2x from here on 2 months time? Yeah, easy. Easy. I think that's very likely to expect here. Ethereum is pumping. Oh, Ethereum is indeed moving up right now. I mean, Ethereum is doing a very solid job on this this last 1 hour candle over here, of the 4 hour candles. So looking good. Bitcoin, of course, instead of that, having a little bit of a harder time. So that's pretty unfortunate, but it is indeed curving up here, and it's indeed moving up towards the upside. So Rover, when is your indicator coming? Have been saying it several times before. I think it's going to be December this month. My indicator will come out. Indicator's almost done. I saw some pre-builds, but yeah, the site is still being made right now here, where you can be applying for it. Of course, it's not going to be asking you money. The only appliance, what it's going to be, is like you have to follow me on certain on YouTube, Twitter, etc. And you will be getting the access towards the indicator. So yeah, pretty cool. If you do want to be checking it out, it's going to be very exciting. More information will be following as soon as the indicator is very close to be launched, guys. And make sure to just follow me on Twitter. Go to my Twitter page at RoverCOC. You will be staying up to date about everything, of course. So we're very close with smashing up to 30k followers as well on Twitter. So don't be afraid to smash up the follow button over there. And you can see right in the bottom left side of the screen what my Twitter tag is, of course. So it will be truly amazing. Everyone to smash up the follow button there on Twitter will be truly amazing, man. Did you ever heard about Zeta? Thinking about investing in it. You can get ADA rewards. I've never heard about it. It's built on the ADA network. Let me know. I'm very curious. ADA is up 5% since you called it. I mean, I have said several times before. I mean, sorry, Shiba is up 5% since you said. I mean, Shiba, indeed. I mean, it can move up. So I said it several times, but eventually, is it going to be a good investment? No, it's going to be eventually be a bad investment. Shiba can move up all the way back towards the highs here, but it's going to be worth the risk? No, it's not going to be worth the risk. I don't care if it's going to move up 5% today. I don't care if it's going to move up 50% today. I don't look at it. I don't look at it because it's an irresponsible investment. But still, a lot of people don't understand that. But yeah, for sure, it can be going up further from this point. It's very likely to expect that to be happening for Shiba. But I'm not going to look at these pumps here because it's as hard as it pumps right here, just like it did yesterday, it can undo its work very quickly again. So just wait and see where Shiba will be standing in a few years from now on, especially if we're going to be having some kind of a bear market. What indicators will you have? It is going to be Rover Trends V1 and Bitcoin closed. It's 4 hourly candle, guys. Pretty excited. 1 hour candle as well closed for Bitcoin. So yeah, we closed pretty neutrally as well. 12 hour candle is getting closed here. On the 12 hour time frame, it does look like we broke the resistance. It's not a very significant breakthrough, but it is indeed the breakthrough that we are currently experiencing on the market. So indeed very excited about how the 4 hourly candles, 12 hour candles are right now looking for Bitcoin. 4 hourly candles as well, we are curving up already right away from the candle open. So it looks to be pretty excited about what Bitcoin is currently doing. We just opened a new 4 hourly candle, so let's turn up the volume once again. Let's turn up the volatility. But this 12 hour breakout could be, of course, having a wider positive effect on the Bitcoin market. So I'm looking very much forward towards how it's going to be playing out here. Dollar index as well, new candle, of course, printed over there. So I'm looking forward towards it. So everyone's saying in the chat here, Ethereum is pumping up, and Ethereum is indeed moving up very quickly. So Ethereum trading on 46.24 right now. Ethereum moving up at a very rapid pace over here on the current time of recording. Bitcoin as well, 57.1k. Looking good here. Everyone's pumping. Everything is pumping right now. It's crazy. So let me see what we do have over here. Let me quickly check up. So yeah, it's crazy. Everything is moving up right now, and of course we are loving to see this live on stream getting created, of course. So guys, right now, unfortunately, I will be wrapping up the stream here because I have to go for a lunch here. I have to head out as well, and I have to still finish up some things in the background. So guys, thank you so much for watching once again towards this new video and new stream here on the channel. I will be back here with it coming 2 hours or even tonight here if we're going to see anything interesting playing out for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market. So guys, don't forget to smash up the subscribe button right now on the channel if you do not want to be missing out on any of the further updates that we are going to be seeing here on the market. Of course, don't forget to check out the links in the description over here to, of course, get free Bitcoins and, of course, deposit bonus. Get some, it's literally free money by Switzerland by signing up an account and, of course, depositing your money over there. And you will be getting very good returns in terms of the APYs here. Don't forget as well to follow me on Twitter over here. Definitely very valuable to stay up to date about the market. But nevertheless, guys, thank you so much for tuning in towards the amazing stream that we done today once again here. And we'll check you guys back tomorrow. And, of course, if I will be... Maybe I'll see you guys later today here. But if I will be not live later today, I will check you guys back tomorrow here on the channel. So, guys, thanks so much for watching. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye. And Bitcoin starts to be pumping, guys. Oh my gosh. Say one in the chat if I should go live again.